All right, I think we are live. Sorry for the delay, everyone. We've had a couple technical issues that we had to get through. But we are getting started, and hopefully we'll be able to do the rest of this this session without any issues. Anyway, welcome to KrakenTheDice. My name is Gio Jackson. I hope you're all having a really good day, and welcome. Before we get started, I want to run down a couple things. Firstly, I want to go over the names of the people who are involved with this, just so people can use this, because for those who don't know, this project is run by students, and we want to be able to make sure we can use this on our CVs and for portfolios. So I'm just going to run down everybody's helping make this project work, and then we'll get into the more D&D aspect of things. So, mentioning production first, we've got Jack Hilton, who's our vision mixer, Matt Medley on audio operation, Cameron Cuffey, who's doing the camera work, Connor Walton on graphics. We've also got our lovely player manager, Dan, and that's all that I will say. And now we're going to go over our wonderful players. We'll start over here. We have Ash. You want to put up your hand?
Hello.
Then we've got Red.
Hello.
And then we've got Reese.
Hi.
And then Charlie.
Yo.
And Pilot.
Hi.
And if anyone in chat asks why he's called Pilot, we will not answer you.
We don't know his real name.
We don't.
Found him off.
We rented him off Craigslist, and
Right, okay. I look really good in this.
Number two, I just want to give you an idea of like who we are. So as I've said, we're students from university, and we're from the UK. Our goal is mainly just to have some fun, and hopefully bring you guys along for a good story. Apologies for this weird sort of angle cam. We had some technical difficulties, which is they've nicked one of our cameras. So theoretically, we would have one facing directly ahead of me, head on. But yeah, somebody took our camera. So we had to do. We've dealt with it. It's fine. Third thing, just want to make it known that whilst we are going to try our best, I cannot guarantee that there won't be any swear words. So rating of PG-12 for now. Depending on how things go, we might move up or down, depending on how we feel this session is best run. But yeah, basically just warning, probably not suitable for younger audiences. And with that, I think it's time we play some D&D. What do you guys think?
Let's do it. Let's get it started.
All right.
Is that why we're here?
It's past my bedtime. Can I go home now?
All right, let's roll the stinger. It's fine. Okay, never mind then. There we go. It's fine. All right. So, in the quiet corners of an ancient tavern, where the hearth's warm glow dances with the laughter of patrons, an old adventurer regales eager listeners with the tale that echoes through the annals of time. Gather round, young souls, and let me weave a story of heroes and destiny. As the flickering flames cast shadows on the time-worn walls, the old adventurer begins. Welcome to Oa'Leya, a realm where gods wield dynamic powers, the magic dances like an untamed flame. Here, legends are born and stories are etched into the very fabric of existence. Southdrake, its northern borders kissed by towering peaks and its southern expanse entwined with the icy fingers of the Southdrake Glacier. Picture a small village, if you will. Pine Grove is its name. Its rustic charm meets sort of a touch of magic, but not much. It's surrounded by a forest that is nestled in the cradle of mountains. The only road in and out is a single trade route that leads south. And it is a testament to the resilience of the people of this world. But if we're gonna get a story, might as well be a little bit more specific. So we're gonna step inside a tavern, where all good, stories begin. This tavern is called the Veiled Clearing. It is, a local tavern, and it leans as if supported by the very forest that surrounds it. Inside, a motley crew of travellers and locals share tales, laughter, and the warmth of camaraderie. And our journey is going to begin with an assembly of individuals like this. The first of these individuals is a figure walking through the doors of the tavern with a mechanical, almost construct-like beast at his heels. Charlie, can you please give me your character's name, what they look like?
Absolutely. I'm Bamjack Clickmo, Goldpip, Noob Kickerbep, Semmerbam. You can call me Larry. I'm a deep gnome. That name is normal for us. I'm an artificer. I've got this dude. He's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. He hangs out. Don't mess with me.
Okay, cool. And what do you think is going through Larry's head right now as he's entering this tavern?
I'm just amazed by the sunlight. I've never seen the sunlight before. It's weird. It's cool.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's pretty cool.
All right. As we pull away from Larry, as he walks into this tavern, this beast's sort of metal claws scratching against the floorboards, we're going to go to another individual. This figure is sitting in the corner of the tavern, sort of buried in what I can only describe to be a nest of books and scrolls. Reese, can you please give me the name of your character and what they look like?
I am playing Ferric, a kobold wizard with orange scales, blue eyes, dusty white robes, scrawled paper scattered around him. Some of it's burnt, some of it's covered in unsavoury matter, and he's quite hurriedly busy away reading his latest book that he's found from.
Fair enough. And what do you think what is Ferric focusing on right now?
Whatever the book is in front of him, which is some kind of agricultural text.
Fair enough. All right. Moving away from Ferric, all sort of clustered up in the corner, we're going to move to the more open side of the tavern, where there is a roaring fire. And just outside this fire, there is an individual slowly rocking back and forth on a chair, their attention seemingly elsewhere. Pilot, would you mind telling me about your character?
I'd like to introduce you all to Jacob Huntsley, adventurer for hire. A dubious-looking sort, black hair all swished to one side and a small little goatee, coupled with an completely black entourage with some gold, some white trim around his cloak. Obviously, this man is brooding, but not brooding. Some you'll see. A standout feature would be, if you looked at his face, his eyes. One eye piercing blue and cold, the other eye burning red with the heat of a dragon's breath.
All right. And what do you think Jacob's attention is on right now as he stares into the flames?
He'll just be watching the flames flicker, thinking about everything and nothing, staring through them rather than staring at them.
Mm-hmm. So elsewhere, basically. Pretty much. Yeah. All right. Sat across the room from Jacob, we see another stout fellow drinking from a mug and their attention solely on the pages of a book in front of them, and a small smile coming across them from what is probably a fairly entertaining story. Ash, would you mind giving me your character's name and what they look like?
Yeah. So I'm Scritchy. I'm a bard. I've got quite a humble appearance, very just simple leathers, things like that I'm wearing. The most remarkable thing about me is I've got a very adorned rapier. It's doesn't really look like it would be used in combat. It's more of a decorative item. And then also a very lovely plume of hair that I'm very proud of that sprouts from. I've got lovely golden hair and hazel eyes. I'm sort of just relaxing with, as you say, a book, sort of musing on my next song. I've got my yachting to in my hand. So
All right. And finally, nestled in a small booth on the eastern wall of the tavern, there's a larger figure, decked out in armor, polishing a longsword so pristine it's almost a mirror. And finally, Red, may we please have your character's name and what they look like?
Alrighty, I'm playing Xandros. He is an Earth Ganassi, and he is quite tall, obviously. He's about 5'11", which isn't as tall as I thought originally. I must have forgotten that. Again, heterochromic, like my friend across the table from me. His left eye is lightning blue, and his right eye is pink. He has sort of a long black half high top with a goatee, and he is sort of medium tan, sort of like a farmer, essentially. That's sort of his background. Yeah, he's polishing his longsword, ready to continue his life sober.
All right. Well, amidst this gathering, none of you notice this, but an old man quietly slips into the tavern behind Larry. He finds a solitary corner, a wooden chair, slightly groans as he sits down, and his presence unassuming, but the air around him seems to shimmer with some sort of natural energy. His eyes are a vibrant green, and though aged, they exude a serene energy, inviting those who catch his gaze to listen. Little do you know, but this seemingly ordinary old man holds the key that will carry the party on a story more incredible than that of any imagination. So, I say we gather round, for the stage is set, and the story of the greatest legend to ever grace Oa'Leya is about to unfold. So for the first time, and probably for many times to come, what do you want to do?
I'm quite intrigued by this old man. I'd quite like to sit down and see if he's got a story to tell.
All right, yeah. As you sort of like, you turn around, you sort of turn and you realize he's in the room. Yeah, it's a bit strange. The tavern is otherwise empty. There's a bartender, just a sort of middle-aged human woman, just polishing out a wooden tankard. But other than that, this tavern's been empty for a while. So a new figure coming in has been a bit of a surprise. But yeah, you step down off this little bar stool and you head over and sit down. As the old man sort of looks up at you, and you see these sort of emerald green eyes as he looks towards you. And as Scritchy starts moving, the rest of you suddenly sort of like snap out of the various places your minds have been, and realize that stuff is happening now. Like there is stuff moving in this tavern, and you see Scritchy. All of you see Scritchy move over and sit down at a relatively large table. Where this old man is sitting. But yeah, you want to sit down next to him?
Yeah. Sort of approach him, sit down. And sort of comment on his eyes. Those eyes must have seen a tale or two. Got anything you could tell me?
Yes, I've seen one or two. I can say that. I'm glad everyone's here. And so the rest of you will sort of catch his eyes. As much as you want to just get back to what you were doing, there's something that intrigues you. And he sort of goes from this very slouched position, sits up a little bit, and just one at a time, very gently, just points at each one of you. Just beckons you all over.
I walk on over, I plop myself down next to him on the other side. I look at him, I just introduce myself. Hey, I'm Larry. What's up? What's happening? What do you want? You're beckoning me. What do you want? What's happening? What's happening? What?
I'm fairly sure you know why you're here. I'm going to be honest.
I'd like a drink. That's why I'm here.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Let me. I have a I've been looking for some people to help me out with an odd job or two, and I believe yourself and these other fellows are going to help me. or at least you're the ones who have been interested enough to turn up here.
I'll ferret in my bag for that letter that I found in the Undercity.
Mhm.
Sort of look at him, and then I'll trot over.
Okay.
Clamber onto the bench and go. You left this for Ferric? And, like, wave it directly in his face.
He's like sort of like blinks as he realizes this thing's been waved in his face, and he goes, yes, I in case it, yeah, I was the one who left.
Oh,
the message
you're
for
the
you.
letter guy.
Two birds with one stone then. Found you as well.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes. I sent out 5 letters. Well, actually, I sent out 7, but 2 of them got ripped up. I sent out 7. But you are here.
How did you know where Ferric was?
Good question. How
I
did you know where
have-
I was?
I have my ways.
Does he have, like, a hood up?
Yeah.
He's like, my snout's gonna start, like, sniffing inside the hood.
He's a little disturbed. I'm gonna be honest. He looks
I'm
like he's
disturbed.
just trying to endure it. Like he's just like going, like he doesn't want to say anything because he's scared of being rude. But other than that, he's like, you can see he's like a little bit of a twitch in one of his eyes.
Does he smell of anything?
Give me a perception check. Actually, what would be the fucking sense for sniffing somebody? I've never.
Perception.
I
Yeah,
think we're
give me.
with
Yeah,
percep-
sure.
or
We'll go with
investigation.
perception.
10.
10. To be fair, he smells like an old man.
Dusty.
Not dusty, no. More along the lines of he smells like
Porridge.
he smells muddy, but you don't notice that his clothes aren't muddy at all. Like he's not dirty, but he smells
Does he have a pet?
earthy.
Does he have like a dog?
Maybe he's
It's
a
just a-
gardener.
He could be a gardener.
They smell like dirt.
I'll side-eye him.
Could be a
Oh.
gardener.
I'll take my snout out of the hood.
Yeah. You as you do, you sort of notice like under the hood he seems to have very long silvery white hair that is like flowing down behind his head. But yeah. I'm assuming the rest of you approach and come sit down at the table.
I would like to wander over and go, hi there, Jacob. I'm Jacob.
Hello, Jacob.
Hello.
Hello, Jacob.
You said something about a letter. Did you get one too?
I
got a
did,
letter.
yeah.
And they were from you.
Yes.
Yes.
I retire my long sword and walk over to the group. Well done, Captain Obvious. How are you?
And
This guy gets it.
you are...
Xandros, pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
And you. Nice sword. Anyway,
Overcompensating much. Sorry.
how did you get
Sorry.
the letter to me? I wasn't...
You found it in your bed, no?
Yes, but how?
How did you know that?
Because I put it there.
Why were you in my bedroom?
Does none of you have a mailbox?
No.
Yes,
I do.
I was fairly
I don't,
concerned
but-
about how
Yeah, I don't.
I was able to put it in the letterbox for him. You two, I put it under your pillows. I had to stab it in a sewer for you.
He's the tooth fairy.
I'm not a tooth
Tooth
fairy.
fairies are evil,
why'd you put it
child.
onto
Have you
my
learnt
pillow?
nothing?
Huh?
Why'd you put it under my pillow?
Because you have a habit of waking up and checking under your pillow.
Have you
In case
learned
the tooth fairy
not to play
comes.
with the Fae?
The fact that
No.
you haven't learned that is quite concerning. Where did my
Who
dagger go
raised-
when you put my
Hold on.
letter under the pillow?
Okay, that makes sense.
Where's myself?
Well done.
Oh, you mean this one? Hands you a dagger.
Thank you. I bought a replacement. Do you want it back?
Yes, why not?
There you go.
You see, he receives it back, and you will blink, and the dagger is just gone.
He must be a wizard gardener. I knew it.
What sorcery is
Would that
this?
be? Could I make an Arcana check to see if he's some
Um,
form of magic?
yeah, you can either give me Arcana or Perception to see if you could like see what he might have done. If you're looking for like a physical deception, I'll say perception. If you're looking for like whether he's cast a spell or used some sort of magic trick, then I'll say it's Arcana.
If you do one, I'll do the other.
I'll allow that.
Could I jump on the Arcana one just for my own interest?
You can either give Xandros advantage or you can roll it yourself.
Well, I've got plus
Can
0
I just
or minus
ask the
1,
prayer what
so-
you did?
I've got +5 and +4. So.
Yeah, that should work.
Using my
Oh, yeah, that
splendid
works as well.
persuasion.
Give me a
Persuade him
persuasion
into
check.
telling me what
Just, yeah, give me a
business
persuasion.
has just occurred. We'll just
Keep it on the table, please.
apologies. Ooh,
Ouch.
a 4,
Good start. Good start.
but we're +7,
Ooh.
so it becomes 11.
Okay.
Better than
I'm with that vibe. I get
that was a
That ain't bad.
bit of a roller coaster. Yeah. At first, you sort of you go to speak and you sort of stutter a minute, but you manage to recover it. There's sort of like you ask him like, and he goes, I merely just put it in my bag, and you see he just pulls out the dagger from his bag.
How big is the
Nice
bag?
sleight of hand.
The bag's like it's like a messenger bag.
Where did
Okay.
you learn those tricks? I like that sleight of hand. I find it very
Oh,
impressive.
I was taught by some what was he? He was like some street thief from Southdrake.
Interesting.
He-
I'll have to pen that in the diary. Okay, visit this man.
Very, very good man.
Very nice, I like
I don't remember his name, but he basically had a habit of sticking dice into his sleeves.
Ah, yes.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
did you
Common
just say
pastime of my own.
Common street thief and very good man.
Those don't tend to go hand in hand.
Well,
What's a
I wouldn't-
agreeing with the armored man over
I
there.
wouldn't say he was legally very good, but
Good in character.
personality. He had character.
Well,
What's a street thief?
A thief on the street. I can't really explain it.
They
any other
take
way.
your possessions and make them their own.
How dare they?
Yes,
have
I know,
you been
quite
to
ludicrous.
civilization before?
Is this your first time with people?
I think so.
Excellent.
Ferric believes the deep gnome will be a liability.
Eric,
I
you may be
concur.
right.
Do you know what?
You
No.
might be right, yeah.
Instead of thinking it as a liability, think of it as a
Opportunity.
possibility. Opportunity is better.
I don't know if you guys know, I'm very handy, okay?
Look, it's
I'm very
small.
handy.
It's purple. It's got a stone
Yeah, you
thing.
you look down and you see what is essentially a fairly large dog, except its entire build is made of stone and wood.
Ferric would like to inquire what that dog creature is doing and why is it made of metal and wood.
Got like a robo dog.
Do you not have one? It's just kind of with me. I just kind of do it.
Ferric
you
does
not do
not
that?
appear to have one.
I just
Build
Wait,
them
kind of do
yourself?
it.
Does
Yeah.
everybody got one?
Yeah.
You remember building this thing you built this thing by hand.
Yeah, I thought everyone could build one.
Can I see if it's magically infused?
Give me an Arcana check.
18.
So casual.
Like there's no real other way to put it. It is a wood and stone does not walk around like a dog. Not normally.
Wait till you see the dogs I've seen.
I'm gonna
How large is it?
Its back is probably a couple inches off the bottom of the underside of the table.
Okay, it's quite a decent sized dog.
I get off my bench and start like
Possible
on it and see what it does.
It doesn't react
mount
at all.
I've seen
I
many
pull out a scrap
strange
piece of
contraptions.
parchment and start writing notes about it.
Yeah.
Just
You put the parchment on its back and just start writing.
I've
and
lost interest
it-
in hooded man.
it
I'm now
feels-
writing about dog.
while pressing again. Now that you're actually putting your putting your hands properly on it, you feel there is actually a breath, a breathing. You're a little concerned because you do feel like a slight expanding and contracting of its chest. Like it feels alive to everything except your eyes. It feels alive, but you look at it and you see stone, you see wood. It has to be, and it doesn't react, and it is as solid as the table next to it.
Has it got eyes?
It's got what could be construed as eyes, yes.
Poke its eye.
Nothing happens.
Don't poke his eye. He did nothing wrong to you.
Okay, leave the construct alone. To the
Yeah,
matter
yeah.
at hand, I'll
Yeah.
turn to the hooded guy.
Yeah. How did you get in my bed?
Well, that is something we do actually want to know. So yes, how did you get in two people's beds?
And a letterbox, and a sewer.
I
and
didn't.
I doubt he got in the letterbox.
Well, he got into the letterbox as one would get into a safe, or a lockbox, or a strongbox, or a bunker, or a chest. Anyway,
I just look at him blankly.
Ferric doesn't think you understand how letterboxes work.
I don't know. I don't have one.
What's a letterbox?
Apparently, no one does in this.
A fairly talkative group. Like,
Thank you.
I'm glad that you're getting along. I'm assuming you all read the letters at least, since you were here.
Skimmed it.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
said
Read and understood.
there was mention of gold. That was sort of enough for me to
You got a mention of gold.
move
Ferric expects
onwards.
large reward.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. We'll just keep that between ourselves, old man.
Can I insight him?
Yeah, give me an insight.
I will deception him.
Give me deception.
I feel like we're on tangents and
This-
tangents and tangents.
Don't you dare try and get past my deception.
This is exactly how I expected this to go.
Oh, I apologies. 26.
1.
Alright, we've already got the first nat one. Let's go.
What was your lie again? It was
That I was doubling back and that I didn't. There was no gold on the letter.
you know, he just mentioned gold, but frankly, that sounds preposterous. How could
Yeah, silly.
who would write the word gold on a piece
I
of paper?
misread it. As I said, I skimmed it. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah.
He could have easily read it as bold
Yeah, that's what it was
or
actually.
cold.
Now you mention it, these words are coming to me. Actually, yeah, it was something about a cold,
Ferric,
bold evening or something. Yes, you're right.
Cold, bold evening. Tell me more.
Bard in action.
And to be honest, you look at him, he seems like one of the most genuine, trustworthy people you've ever seen.
Just look at that face.
Ferric
Essence
believes
of
you.
trustworthiness.
Yeah, the face of trustworthiness. And
Well then, my good sir.
I regret everything already.
Unlike some of my companions here, I can read the room. We've all got a letter, each of which contains something unique to us. Now, what do you want?
He's very to the point, isn't he?
Yeah, a bit full on.
Bit rude.
Like a
Crikey. We've only just
policeman
met.
or something.
To be fair,
Investigating.
At least
I
get me a
don't
drink
like it.
first.
Yeah.
I don't
Business
have that many
first,
years
pleasure
left. I
later.
just wanted. Look, hold.
I think the old man's running out of time. I think we best. Yeah, I agree
Yes.
with the
Stop
paladin.
wasting
Let's.
our time, honestly.
We are
I-
digressing
Right.
too much.
To
I'm
the bed
working.
issue.
I'm
Ow.
I'm working on a project of mine,
Okay.
and I need some hide from an animal in the nearby woods.
I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember.
And I was hoping, by gathering you up, I could convince you to maybe hunt down a couple of these creatures.
Okay.
Is anyone here a hunter? Huntsley might be my name, but hunting is not my game.
That rhymed. do another one.
I'll leave the rhyming and poetry to the bard.
Okay,
You're a bard?
well, none of us may outwardly
maybe.
be hunters. I'm sure that the gnome from the Underdark has had plenty
I'm a
of
deep gnome, I'll have you know.
Deep gnome.
There's a
My
difference.
apologies.
Really?
I, myself,
I don't know. He's doing the tinkering that normal gnomes do. I don't. Apart from
the
the purple.
Underdark is not a place for anyone, let alone small folk.
I don't know. It's on my bucket list. I'll see it eventually.
Right.
perfectly
Size doesn't
We're
matter.
getting sidetracked yet
Again.
again.
Hold up.
Honestly,
What are you
keep
saying about
insulting me.
size? Why are you saying because someone's small they can't
Yeah.
survive in there?
Right.
Bro,
I, don't,
come
I don't
at
have
me.
a
I
stick
really
dog. I
don't
have a
think
stick
I
that
will
was the
take you
point.
down.
Look,
Thank you. I like
my
this guy.
sincerest apologies.
I should think so.
I have
Carry
not
on, old man.
mean to offend.
His
I am
paladin's now
simply trying to get to the point.
becoming, heightist. It's upsetting me. Old man, please, your request.
What kind of creatures will
I believe he said old man.
He
I
said
don't know.
old man.
I'm
If
just
only I had
disappointed.
smite.
I didn't think,
Stop.
I can help.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Right.
The
Back on track.
contract is to hunt some beasts. Can you give us anything more? What we are hunting, where it is?
Yes, they are called lunar light jackals.
light jackals. Has anyone heard of these?
Have
before?
I?
No.
Would I know of these creatures? At all?
They're not fairly uncommon. Most of you would have heard of them. I would say Larry has not. I think the rest of you would have at least
How many?
heard of them. Yeah, you wouldn't have heard of these creatures.
Heard of what creatures?
Exactly.
Okay.
Ferric, you would naturally you would know the most about this.
Nerd.
Lunar light jackals are known for having a special hide. It has a very they are considered high fashion in some areas of the world because their coats sort of shimmer with sort of almost prismatic light, sort of different reflections cause different colors. But the other thing is their coats have been known to be able to store magical energy.
Question. What's magical energy?
This does not bode
I
well.
haven't said anything. This is all
Yeah,
in my head.
that's all in Ferric's head.
Oh, I retract my statement.
Lunar light jackals are the shiny dog things, right?
Yes.
Hunting
Excellent.
Do I know anything about where they would typically hide in the forest, or any weaknesses that they would have? Specifically.
Unlike regular jackals, lunar light jackals are very, 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 very much scaredy.
Are they nocturnal by any chance?
They are.
See, I'm not
But they basically they run. They run fast. They do not like to stay in one place. They're often moving. They prey on smaller creatures. The reason they are called you would know the reason they're called lunar light jackals is because somebody mistook them for an actual jackal and thought they were a new subspecies. They are completely unrelated. It was just a misidentification. But yeah. They are basically they are rodent hunters. They run very fast, and they are hard to catch, but not very hard to kill.
Interesting.
And how much we're getting paid for this? What do we get in return? Because you're saying a lot of
this
stuff
is
about
true.
you right now. What do we get? Why should we do this?
Larry, we're helping an old man in his closing of
It's
days.
not my problem.
Ferric agrees with
There is
the
a
Dark Gnome.
certain amount of compensation wouldn't go amiss. One could
I'm
say.
sorry,
Doing
but
this for free?
I'll leave you to your negotiations.
I was planning on paying.
Wonderful. I'll take his share, as he really didn't want any money. Not
Not
a problem.
for a
I'm
simple
happy to
task.
carry it. I know it can be quite heavy.
To answer your question, though, what do you want?
I mean, I want quite a few things, but what can you give?
I know.
I think it's easier to ask what you want.
He's a magic man.
I've run up quite a sizable debt. I would need some form of gold reimbursement to.
I can help with that.
Wonderful.
I'd like
You had me at hello.
some gold and a bunch of metal. Any metal, just scrap,
Any metal?
sheet metal.
I can do that.
You
And
could
some
just
gold
melt
as well.
down the gold.
No, that's for spending. This
So,
guy.
Ferric has a question.
Gold
for
is
old
quite
man.
a soft metal, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
can't
if you'd
use
use
them.
gold for
Ferric wants to know
those
how many
machinations.
hides
They're pretty
you
crazy.
want.
To finish my project, I would need 8, but I can accept 5.
Ferric, what is the project? Ferric is intrigued.
I'm making a coat.
Ferric would like to know, is the coat for high fashion or is it for other devious magical nonsense?
I like that.
Good
question.
question.
was-
I like that.
Solid question.
It was a project I was working on with my wife, but she passed away, and I wanted to finish it for her. She had some idea that it was, the very thing that would finish her collection of rare clothing, but in reality, I just want to finish it to respect her memory, I guess.
So Ferric understands this has nothing to do with knowledge at all.
Not for me personally.
I don't believe him. Can I
Do an insight check, yeah.
insight check? Thank you.
If anyone else wants to give one, I'll accept one each.
I'm
I
going to
got
trust
16.
the old man. His
16?
stories hit my heart.
16.
The bit about his wife, entirely true. You do not sense any deception.
His wife is dead. Kaput.
To put it
brave.
bluntly, yes.
Okay.
You are
You really are born from the rock, aren't you? Crikey crumbs.
Basically, you think that the easiest way to put it is, you are fairly sure that everything he's saying is true. There was no signs of, there was no sort of strain in his voice. There was no sort of twitch. There was no sort of like fidgeting. That like he was looking you at the Ferric in the eyes when he said it. But the bit about not needing or not wanting knowledge seemed not true, but more than true, if that makes any sense.
As in, he's telling too much of the truth.
He doesn't need it because he
Like
already
he's
knows
trying
it.
to, like he's trying to,
This
like he's
coat
trying to
might be
emphasize the
something.
truth on that point that he does not need knowledge.
Okay. So he's a very smart man.
You can assume.
Well, since we were
Ferric's lost interest. He's
discussing
doodling.
the topic of reward, should we be able to complete this, I have a few personal favours to ask, and I shall at the time, if that's okay with you.
I'm more than okay with that.
I don't think I got your name.
No, you never asked.
That's
Why
probably
How
should I do a
rude of
job for
us.
a guy without a name?
What's the easiest way?
Normally using your mouth helps.
I simply mean my name has been changed a lot over the
What's your current name?
time I've been
Interesting.
alive.
What do you go by now?
I don't know. I haven't been.
Man of many names.
No one has used a name for me in about 50 years.
What were you born with? What does your wife call you? Let's go with that. What does your wife call you?
Oh, my wife just called me Alexis.
Alexis, what a great name. Nice to meet you, Alexis. I'm Larry.
Nice to meet you too, Larry. My wife just called me
That's
Alexis.
spelled with an A or L? Is it Alexis or Lexus? Like the
Alexis with an A. Yes.
Alexis, thank you.
Can I slyly try and peer past into his hood again to try and make out some more facial features?
Yeah.
And try and see if there's a race.
Give me an investigation check.
23.
Okay. You managed to peer past his hood, and I'm assuming the first thing you're looking for is ears. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Immediately you notice no horns, but for ears, rounded, like any other human you've ever met.
Anything else? Any discerning
Silvery hair.
angelic appearances or anything like that?
He is wrinkled. He is wrinkled. He is fragile.
So from my best guess, he's human.
If you were to put money on it, your best guess would be on human.
Man thing.
My kobold friend, did you want anything?
Ferric wants lots of things.
Is there anything I can provide for...
Ferric doesn't know what you have.
Ferric hasn't asked what he wants. If it is knowledge you seek,
I think his pockets are bottomless.
if it is information,
My ear twitches.
I can provide. Something that I doubt you've read in your books.
Ferric can accept that.
All right. And you, my trader friend?
Just a key.
Any key in particular, or just a key?
A key to a place that time has forgot.
Cryptic.
I'll see what I can do.
That is the way.
I mean, I can see what I can do. You might be in luck.
Luck seems to be a strong suit.
Well, I called you here today because it is tonight that the lunar jackals are most common. They live a lot in the surrounding forests. I'm happy to wait here until you return. I've got a room rented upstairs, so if you return and I am not here, then I may be here in the morning. But
If we finish this evening, where should we leave your merchandise?
either keep them with you until you see me in the morning, or I will either be here where I am now, or I will be in my room. Just hold on to it until the morning.
Excellent.
If a deal is a deal, then
I'd like to specify how much metal I'd like.
you may specify how much.
A metric ton.
Ferric would like to inquire how you intend to carry a metric ton of metal.
I hadn't thought about that.
A
Half
person
a ton.
with your stature carrying half a ton may also be slightly implausible.
Hold up, bro. We've
Yeah,
spoken about this.
Stop with the heightism.
I'm sorry, but if
Okay.
you can prove that you can carry half a ton of metal,
Well, there's not half a ton of metal here for me to prove with.
then I will
Ferric
absolutely
agrees with the knife
accept
here.
this.
Slip it on the old wooden dog. Bob's your uncle. Off he goes.
This guy gets it.
Let him live his life. Stop
Wood.
Stop restricting him based on size.
Carved wood
better
carrying
of
half
you.
a ton of metal.
Ferric agrees with the knife here.
With the knife.
Not even my boat
Knife
can
here.
carry half
Oh,
a
the
ton.
knife
of-
here.
I go up to him, like in front of him on the table, and start like rubbing his ears. It goes, knife here.
Eric, why are you touching my ears?
I grab.
You have
Joel
very
by
little
the back of the
personal
collar and
boundary.
just Drop him back on a bar stool.
Kind of get right in there, don't you?
I don't like this guy, Ferric.
Let's stare
He's very
at
heightist.
that large earth man.
He's one of us as well. He's one of the short folk as well. I don't know why he's on the bandwagon for these old heightists.
Ferric is unamused by being touched by the large earth man thing.
You've been touching
Apologies,
everybody.
but
You
you
went
should
and put your
refrain.
schnozzle right in the old man.
Which,
He
by
was
the way-
just chilling and
which,
you
by
went
the way,
right
how
in
is your
him.
nose so big? How is your nose so big?
Mamma mia. Talking about somebody not touching
Ferric is
you.
a kobold. Kobolds are descended from dragons.
You're a dragon? What's a dragon?
Yes,
a large
I say
goblin.
yes. Can I roll a
This is going to
deception
be
check?
a long
Yeah, roll a
adventure.
deception check. Don't.
2.
Yeah. Okay.
If dragons look like you, holy, this world would be so much of a better place. What I'm saying is you look excellent and not likely to burn an entire village by accident.
Let's
Why would
put
he
it
burn
this
an
way.
entire
No,
village?
I
Do
take
not insult the little.
I take that back. You
The
actually
knights-
look very capable of burning an entire
what?
village by accident.
Little what?
I
Do not-
I sneer at the elf.
As much as I am enjoying conversations, the night doesn't last forever, and these things disappear in the morning.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
should
we
probably
I
best
stand
go.
up and walk out.
Well,
Uh,
by
He's gone.
Larry.
No,
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance, sir.
pleasure to meet you too.
We have a verbal contract.
Understood. I agree.
would you like to sign in blood?
Not particularly.
I heard it was a warlock thing.
Uh,
Whispers.
okay. Well,
No? Okay.
I
I
feel like I'm gonna have a long road ahead of me.
I
I can
am
be
just
quiet.
going to go and have
Maybe.
I'm going to have a go chat with the bartender, and you can go. And he just sort of like quite a little bit dazed from the massive conversation that has been happening. He sort of stands up and walks over to the to the bar where he sits down, and he looks at the bartender, and she sort of looks at him, and you see this like expression of familiarity, like she's seen him before.
Regular. Interesting.
Yeah. Aside from Larry, you're all sat at the table. I assume you want to head out.
I run back in shouting, I forgot my beer! I come in, get my beer, I chug it, and then I go back outside and I wait by the window and like bobbing up and down with excitement.
You
waiting.
see a small deep gnome bobbing his head up and out outside the window.
I'm going to go back to my corner and start gathering up my vast quantity of notes, books, and other paraphernalia.
I'll just slip the yarting on my back and go out with him.
All right.
Well
Sit
then.
out there waiting in.
Hi, friend.
I
Hello,
go get my bag. Which one of us is going to help the kobold with the notebooks? Or are you okay over there, Theric?
Ferric glares at anyone that approaches to touch
Yep.
his stuff.
Like, Theric,
Very well.
yeah, okay.
Now, judging from your earlier words, I assume you're not exactly used to nature. Are you one of the more confined
trees,
to the city walls?
trees less so. The water, that is home.
I see.
Don't do trees.
Okay, well then. My dear friend, the bard. Now, have you had
Dear friend.
We'll
Who's this guy
We'll
thinking
touch
he's
on that
being
later.
nice.
Continue. Acquaintance.
Do you have much experience camping?
Yeah, well, glamping, I'd say. Casual, lovely, enjoy. I'm a bard.
Passionate night under the stars.
Exactly. I can show you a wonderful time.
Now, my friend from the Underdark,
yeah.
you've seen the perils of what nature has to offer.
Oh, yeah, I'll be fine.
And last but not least, the kobold.
Huh?
Have you always been stuck inside your books, or have you seen the outside world?
Can I make a guess at Xandros' age?
Yeah.
I mean, you can make a guess.
How old do I think he looks? Roughly.
I believe Genasi lived the same as human years.
Like 30 odd.
Sort of, I'm starting to, not necessarily grey, but I'm aging.
Would I guess 40 odd? You reckon?
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
Fair enough assessment.
Somewhere between 20 and 40.
Ferric will glance you up and down. Ferric has been alive longer than you. Ferric has suffered probably far worse at the hands of other man things. Ferric knows his way around rough and tumble.
If a creature such as you has suffered, then maybe we'll get along. Now then, have you gathered all your things?
I put like the last load of crumpled scrolls into a really ill-fitted bag and like sling it on. It's like I'm only like 2'6". This is like a 3 foot worth of bag, just full of paper. And like,
Yeah. It is a very Death Stranding type vibe.
Ferric is ready, and then he'll jump off the table.
I outreach my hand. Piggyback?
Ferric likes large man thing and scuttles up.
Yeah.
Sits
I'll
on the shoulders.
Set him on my shoulders and set out.
I immediately pull out a book and start reading it again.
Duck, by the way, door.
Do I hear him?
You hear him.
Oh. How close is it? Am I going to have to roll for
Give
a
me a dexterity saving throw.
Neat.
Simply because you asked. Like, I would have easily gone like, oh, yeah, you make it under. But if you ask me, then I'm going
9.
Oh, come
I'm not going to say it's
You
hard.
bump your head
Like,
and lose 12 hit
you,
points.
you're in the process of pulling out this book. You go, huh? And then you look, see a wooden beam in front of you. You manage to get your forehead below it, but the back of your horns clip, and you just like your neck just sort of like a little bit of whiplash. But other than that, you're fine.
Ow.
Clip the horn. That
At
must
this point, I've just noticed
That's like
his
hitting a
horns,
funny bone, I imagine.
and
Ooh.
I'm amazed.
All right.
By it. I'm like, whoa! like absolutely gobsmacked. What's coming out of its head?
Yeah.
I've never seen it before.
I poke Xandros on the head. If the dark gnome attempts to touch my head, hit it.
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret, my friend. Smite.
All right.
No.
Smiting. That's scary.
Yeah, do we want to bring this paladin along? He's already threatening to
He is
smite our
threatening
party
to
members.
smite
What is going on?
The little
Ferric
dude.
is happy with.
He seems to have a
with-
bit of
with
a
the
slight
man
for
thing.
little folk, and now he's gonna smite one. I'm a bit.
What's
Listen,
he doing to me?
as long as
I
our
sort of
hands
hide behind the
remain
old
to
wooden metal
ourselves.
dog thing, wooden rock thing.
Yeah,
and yeah.
for the shorter folk, that thing, the dog comes up to like your lower chest.
So I
like,
can
this
ride
thing
it.
is
Yes.
Wait.
Can I persuade Larry
as
to
a
let me
rules-
ride his
as
dog?
a rules
Back to
clarification. Small creatures can ride medium creatures if they are suitable mounts.
Wonderful.
Technically,
I did put that in my notes. It might be a possible mount.
technically, you
I'm gonna
can
tick that
do
now.
that.
No longer possible.
Mid-
For
Max
Jacob
Alright.
and for Jacob and Xandros, no.
Wait. So for us three, we could.
Can we all at the same time?
No,
No.
no.
Is his
Like
dog
the
taller than
burrowers.
me?
Huh?
Is his dog taller than me? Bearing in mind I am 2
If it
foot
stand on it,
6.
if it stood on its back legs, yes, definitely.
Okay.
Where is
But
it?
if it's
Oh,
on
where
its
is it?
on,
Up to that-
on
I think
four
our
legs,
chest.
on four legs, its
Where
its
would it be
back
on
would
me?
probably come up to like just underneath your neck. Like you could rest a chin on it.
So I can ride my creature.
Yes,
Okay.
Excellent.
but I will let you know that it will require you to hold on with constant dexterity saving throws to avoid being thrown off it, as it runs like a dog.
Worth it.
That's absolutely
And not
fine
like
for me.
it runs like a dog, not like a horse. So it will kick you off if you try and like if it tries to run.
I've
Can
got
you imagine a
solid
wizard
dexterity.
on a dog, kiting everybody, throwing fireballs?
Does it speak a language at all? Does it speak like a construct, or
You don't
Can
know.
understand me?
can I
Speaks binary.
try and cast comprehend languages
You
and try and speak to it?
remind me how comprehend languages works.
For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You will understand any written language you see, but must be touching the surface which the words are written. The spell doesn't decode secret messages. So I don't know if construct dog would be considered a language. I
mean,
assume construct isn't an animal, so I can't use speak with animals instead.
It is
Very good with speaking.
technically a creature. What?
I can either come at it with comprehend languages or speak with animals. Or neither.
Speak with animals will fail.
It may just gibberish. 'Cause it might just
But
be
I
a
will
binary
say,
creature.
you tried to cast comprehend languages, and you're casting it on it, right? Or are you casting it on yourself?
I think
Itself.
it's on self, isn't it? Yeah, and then I can understand things
Okay.
for 1 minute.
The spell takes hold. You don't notice anything, but you genuinely you suddenly, if you like recall, you can you can recall every language now. Like you just understand it. I mean, yeah, the dog is just sitting there looking dead ahead.
Can I just ask it, if someone was to ride you, would that be upsetting for you? Are you kosher with people riding you?
Wouldn't the dog
You hear
just be
no
me?
response whatsoever.
Ah,
Wouldn't the
damn.
dog just be me,
I don't want to ride it then in that case.
Mr. Geo?
Unless I can get consent, I'm not riding the dog.
Like when he's trying to talk to the dog, wouldn't he just be tapping straight into?
Uh, You would hear. Larry, I don't know what the small man's asking of me, but he's looking at my back, and I'm not particularly fond of it.
Can I understand that?
No.
Oh, is he like
That's
telepathically?
like
Right,
that.
okay.
Only Larry hears that.
But he would have heard my question to it, or
Yeah.
would have I? Okay.
Yeah.
So you could answer on.
I could.
Is it why is your dog ignoring me?
You could command the dog to reply.
Go on then. Talk.
You see, the dog just like turns its neck to look at you,
Yo yo.
and its jaw just starts opening and closing. and not a single sound comes out.
Excellent.
I cover
Man,
my
you
mouth.
didn't even build in a vocal box. What is this?
Hear me out. I cover my mouth, right,
Oh,
and I start talking in a high-pitched voice.
Bit of ventriloquism.
Just make it look like.
Excellent.
Do it.
Get off my back!
I'm not on the back yet. I was asking if I can get on the back. Is
Stop eyeing it up. You did not have consent.
Nah. That's why I was trying to obtain said consent. Absolutely fine. Moving
Please
forward,
buy me a drink
outside of the
first.
contract, I won't be riding you. It's fine.
Sorry.
We'll find another creature.
I do not sound like that.
I know you don't, but this is funny in my head.
All right, sure. And with that, I'm assuming at that point you guys all want to head off into the woods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go take a 15-minute break. Sorry. So you may all go and grab if you want to go outside. If you want to, pop out for a bit, then that's all fine. We will. I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to go read through chat if there's any messages. If you wanna go do stuff, fuck off. But 15 minutes.
What happened to PG?
Fuck off.
It lasted long, didn't it?
He swore in the first 10 minutes, didn't you hear?
I wasn't paying attention.
All right. Whilst everyone is gone, we've got. I just want to read through chat. Oh God, no! Let's not do that. Let's not have it playing out loud. That would be bad. I recognize a couple of people from this chat. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying. This has already gone so much worse than I could have expected. But yeah, couple of the mics are a little bit quiet. Yeah, we will. This is the pilot. This is the first session. We got ready for this stream. We did a practice session before New Year's, and we had 3 cameras set up in 4K. 4K cameras all set up already. We came back to the studio, and one of them is just gone. So I don't I turned up and I was like, what the hell? And so we've grabbed a webcam, and stuck it on a tiny table off to the side of me. I hate it so much, but it's a necessity apparently. But yeah. What else we got? Tooth Fairy. Yeah, I have to make some stuff up sometimes. Is my hair dyed or is there just a big red light? We don't actually have a red light at all. We have the yellow lights that you can't really see, but there's yellow lights above me and below the desks. But because of this low resolution camera, you can't see them. But we have also got some orange lights further down that are reflecting off the ceiling. So you're probably getting a little bit of red light on my head. But yeah. Oh, Connor already answered it. Yeah. First day with people. Yeah. Giving big Tubbo vibes with his character. Yeah, so true. Gnome sassy for real. Bro on the D&D stream. We are running the D&D stream. Currently we're on a break. I'm here because I like to talk to chat and I got nothing better to do. I could be writing prep for the second half of the session, but I should be writing prep, but I want to talk to chat because that's what communities are made of. Like, it's necessity. I also said I was going to do that, so I want to know, did Cacto say that I was a better DM than him, or is that Sophie making shit up? I really need to stop swearing. I'm trying. I'm sorry. I don't think I think we should be good. I think in future I am going to make it not PG-12 though, because we suck at being responsible. We are trying. No, I am trying really hard not to swear. No, Charlie is the most vulgar person here. Can't convince me of that. Otherwise, it won't work. Maybe not on stream. Who sent me? I literally could not do a PG-12 thing at all. I mean, yeah, I try. I can see a load of people in a voice call, and I want to just ambush them and say hi, but I'm not gonna. Only because I know half of them are apparently watching the stream. What inspired you to do this campaign large scale on stream? That is a good question, to be fair. That is actually a good question. So, it is my dream job to make D&D my living. To make D&D be my career. And there, you got to start somewhere. If I don't start now, then when am I going to start? Oh, right. Of course it's okay. Yeah, so mainly just the fact that I wanted to do it, and because I'm at this university, I have the resources that I need to run something like this. I mean, we are running with a full broadcasting desk over on the far side of the room. We have our production team is on the far side of the room who have to not make a fucking noise. I've done it again. Not make a noise. Sat over there. I stop counting. But they have to not make noise over there. and no, basically just I don't know, if I'm honest. I mainly just wanted to run some D&D, and this seemed like a fun way to do it. As I said at the beginning, we're just trying to have some fun here. We're just trying to play a game, if I'm honest. But my players are making it really difficult. Honestly, not a single one of these players is making this easy for me. Oh God. Did I have any inspiration from other people who've done content creation that's D&D related? Okay, there is the easiest inspiration I have is High Rollers. High Rollers D&D. Has to be the biggest. We love Mark Holmes. Yeah. Mainly because I was so against playing D&D for years of my life. Like I'm a very hyperactive, impulsive person. I genuinely believe that if I play D&D, I'm going to be sit there bored because I thought the entire game was based around taking turns. Like I thought roleplay was taking turns. I didn't actually realize that roleplay was a thing in D&D. I thought it was literally just a game of numbers. And I was like, numbers and waiting my turn, the two things that I'm not good at. But my dad tried to convince me to play D&D and failed many times to do so, but eventually he managed to get me to watch High Rollers. And I genuinely didn't check it out until like a while afterwards. And eventually I checked out High Rollers, and I don't know what to say. It was easy. It was easy to get along with, and it's just what I wanted to do. So yeah, I would definitely say High Rollers is the main inspiration for me. But I also know that I've watched plenty of Critical Role, but that one's an obvious one. So, all right. You guys have got 4 minutes left, unless you guys want to start early. Most memorable campaign moment as a DM, when I ran a combat encounter with the party being in 2 different timelines. So they went into it was really fun. So the party went into what was essentially a tomb, and it was a sort of a refuge bunker type thing, stranded like in the desert, used to contain a powerful set of axes, the 2-hand axes. But the issue was that the whole campaign was time related, and there was a guardian who lived about 100 years before the events of the campaign, and though he died, his spirit was still remaining because he refused to die. And so what he did is when the players entered, he took half the party and ripped them into an alternate timeline. So we had one half the party who were in the past fighting against this guardian, and the other set of the party who was in the present fighting against a bunch of monsters, a bunch of like beasts. It was very much inspired by Titanfall's like time travel sort of the part of that game. But it was really fun because at the end of every round of initiative, they got randomly like it would take random people from each timeline and swap them over. And so there was one point where the ranger and the druid were trying to set up a joint attack, and then suddenly the ranger just got sent to the other realm, or the other timeline, and suddenly I think the sorcerer appeared, and the plan completely fell apart. And it was brilliant because the guardian knew that was what was going to happen, and he just took full advantage of it. It was brilliant. What are some other moments I've got? Since we've got a minute left. I don't know. Can't think of anything off the top of my head. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who's actually turned up to watch this. I didn't expect this many people. I was told that we reached a peak of 26 viewers, which was actually incredible. I genuinely think that's amazing, especially since we have not done a single stream. Thank you for cheering. Specifically aimed at Charlie, but we reached a peak of like 26 viewers all at once, which was genuinely surprising. I did not expect there to be that many people, and I am really, really happy with it. I genuinely think it's incredible, especially for a pilot. Like, I did not expect that at all. Not you. It is a pilot. That's what this is. We know your name is Pilot, but we're not referring to you. No, this is a session. We had the session zeros because we had 2 session zeros because these guys were.
Charlie had to leave. That's why we had the second one. So I'm going to put a rogue in. Sneak attack, 1 class.
I did not expect the rogue to immediately kill you. Anyway, huh? Yeah, not you went hard, but yeah, it is now 5:15. So let's all get our headsets on, and we will jump back to our game. All right. You have now left the quaint little village of Pine Grove as you head out. This village, by the way, is about 2 blocks. It is not a big city. It probably has about 50 people living here. It is a tiny, tiny little village in the middle of nowhere. And you all have head out into the night. What I'll do is I'll say I'm going to give you a list of locations you can go to that you might want to. If you guys have any other ideas of other places you want to go to, then like suggest it. But I will give you this. You could go to the mountains. You could go to the lighter forest. You could go to the denser forest. Or you could go back down the trade route and check the lower parts of the mountain, because the village is about halfway up a mountain. So you can either go up to the high mountain, you can go down to the low mountain, or you can go to the denser half of the forest or the lighter half of the forest. If there's anywhere else you want to go, then let me know.
Group vote for this.
Now, I don't know about you folks, but my letter mentioned a cradle in the center of the woods.
The village itself is cradled in between mountains.
Then the letter is very
Not helpful.
not helpful.
Yep.
Ferric, you seem very book learned. Do you know about these lunar ones? Which of these potential positions is probably going to be more likely for us to find them and be able to catch them easier? In a sense.
Know of best guess.
Give me a nature check.
Or a nature check. Oh, damn. We'll count that as 20.
7.
Just reading the dice off the floor.
18.
18. So you know these things.
Is that yours?
We've
got the same dice.
If anywhere, they're not going to be in the high mountains.
Oh, rats.
That's probably the least likely location they're going to be in.
We need rats. That's a good shout.
We do.
Some
They're
form
like
of
rodents.
bait.
They did say rodents.
Anything else?
Perhaps the lower mountain and the lighter forest are probably decent bets. The dense forest, however, is probably the most likely place you could find them, but also the most likely place you could lose them. If they get away, you will not be able to catch them in the dense forest. They can move through the forest much quicker than you.
Is he sharing this knowledge with us?
No, this is all in his head.
Not
Okay.
yet. What time is it? Rough guess.
Almost midnight.
Almost midnight.
Almost midnight. They are extraordinarily active at midnight specifically.
Would I know how sensitive they are to light?
They don't really have a reaction to light. It's
Oh.
mainly just the fact that they are nocturnal. They seem to have a habit of hunting specifically at midnight. And they seem to have, unlike most animals, these ones they are more magical than other beasts. Like there is no magic to them. But they are more magical in the sense of they have this idea of a daily routine in a way. They will sleep all day. They will wake up when the sun falls, and most of the early night they'll spend doing medial tasks. They'll gather resources for their nests. They will gather. They will sort of go out and sort of mark their territories. They'll do sort of stuff that doesn't really require much energy. When it gets to close to midnight or midnight on the dot, they are usually sprinting through the woods to the point where a rodent will not have time to even react. If a rat is crossing anything, it will just sweep in and grab it on the run, and it will just keep running.
And would it specific? And the only other question is, when you say it hunts rodents, is that it's like specifically carnivorous?
Yes.
Will it specifically
Carnivores, yeah.
So, got something to spill? You've got lots of books there. Tell us. What do you know?
Ferric, what's closer? Which position's closer?
Out of
Lower mountains, light forest.
light forest would be closer.
Ferric suggests we investigate the light portion of the forest before anything. The denser forest will be more populated, but Ferric believes that until we see them in action and we have a better plan, it's best that we go with the lighter forest and round up bait, try and see any discernible patterns or zis willing.
So
we find one of their warrens or holes or wherever they call home,
we're going to the lighter forest to scope out our target.
and if we can get, and Ferric suggests if we can get one, we get one there, and we can always start getting some hides up. But the lighter forest is closer, and if it's already midnight, that's when they're most active. So
I can
Uh,
agree with that.
Seems reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, it seems
the
alright.
the short half man is correct, though we do need some form of bait.
Are there this hamlet sort of thing or village? Would it be a place where there maybe like a granary or something that we could potentially look for rodents or vermin or something?
There would be there's a local, they call it the farmhouse, but it's basically just a place where they store all the tools and stuff they need to go out and forage.
They're like foragers as opposed to so they're not going to be okay. Would they have big storerooms of food, or is it more gather when needed?
The farm, if anywhere has storages of food, farmhouse is where it will be.
Would
Interesting.
I be able to transform the shape of my dog?
Not right now.
Not now, okay.
It would take a long rest.
Okay.
Well, probably a couple.
Okay. That's fine.
How long do we have till midnight? Because I don't think we're really going to have time to search the village for rodents, are we, as well?
If you want to,
We are in midnight.
you did take, well, you're not at midnight yet, but it did take a long time with you talking to the old man. I would say you're
needed.
probably about 3 or 4 hours off midnight.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right.
We've got tons of time.
You got a little
So
bit
we
of time.
can, we can do a quick sweep of the village try and find some bait, maybe some vermin. There's likely to be. Normally, vermin and humans go hand in hand.
Does anyone have any
So-
cheese at all? Or can we go back to the pub see if they've got some cheese? You can lure the rats out.
My eyes light up at the mention of cheese.
Mine do as well. That
Kobolds might
sounds
be
like a.
attracted to cheese. Rats aren't. They like the sweet things.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. Ferric interjects. Normal kobolds no. Ferric is a creature of refined tastes. Normal kobolds eat dirt.
Particularly fond of cheese, in particular. Yeah.
Cheese.
A cheese and wine tasting might be good for this one's relaxation.
That sounds like a
Well, if
splendid evening. I
find
won't
a
lie.
vintage along
You
the way, I'll
you
make
lived
sure to
under a
pass it
winery
along.
for a little bit of time. Cheese fell through the floor. It was good. A good time.
I
until they
understand the
until they
finer things
decided
in
to build a
life.
basement
Yummy.
and they found you.
Ferric was most unamused.
Yeah. It was not fun.
Again, so what's the best way to try and like draw these rats out then?
Let's
Like,
get some-
not cheese,
Get
obviously.
some bake.
What
I
bait?
mean, rats are rats. They'll eat pretty much anything.
Well, we could ask at the pub owner if she's got any like leftover foods from the day. see
Ask
if
at the tavern if they've got a rat problem.
Yeah,
Ooh.
innkeepers always have rat problems.
Because they've
they
got
always
so much
need some
food.
wonderful adventurers to go down into their basements and deal with some rats. Let's ask the bartender.
So
You speak
So,
like someone that's cleared up many
I-
an infestation
so
bad.
I'm gonna describe this from the
Had to
bartender's
deal with
point
a
of
few
view.
infestation problems.
You've all entered her bar, and an old
Ruined.
man came in. You had a very long, very strange conversation. The old man has come and talked to her. Everybody left in a hurry,
And I would just
and
walk
then
back in.
about 20, 30 seconds later, you all slowly come trudging back in, one at a time. Ferric still on Xandros' shoulders.
Wonderful.
I've dodged.
He ducked this time.
I've done this.
Learn
Um,
this lesson.
He learned his lesson. And the bartender like taps the old man on the shoulder, points at you guys, and he turns around, and you just see this. You see his face drop. Like,
Sorry to disturb you, Alexis. Any chance?
do you mind?
Huh?
It doesn't
What?
matter. Doesn't matter.
What did I?
Nothing.
What?
fine.
What? Did I miss something?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I was just apologising to the old man for.
Yeah, I was
Showing
looking
up
to
again.
pilot out of character. It doesn't matter.
Continuing.
Bartender.
Yes.
Can I have another
Do you
pint?
know of? Are there any vermin you need us dealing with, or do you know where there might be some vermin we could pick up for?
I mean, I
We need bait as such.
mean,
So-
I know a couple large rats that live in my cellar.
I tell you, bro.
I mean,
say it every
I-
bartender.
I'm never able to catch them, but I believe they're there because I keep seeing little bites being taken out of my furniture.
Ooh, I could send my dog down.
Ferric
Might have
has
to
a
do something.
question for
Does
the
it-
bartender.
Does it eat rat? Because we do need the rats afterwards.
It doesn't eat. It's rocks and sticks.
Okay, I didn't want to judge.
Okay, I
Does
appreciate
this
that. Thank
village
you.
have
I
any
appreciate it.
trappers?
Not particularly. We're more berry and fruit gatherers.
I sigh audibly. Peasants. Ferric is
We-
unamused.
We get our meat imported from the trade route.
I just jolt
Where
Ferric
is-
on my shoulders.
Where's it
Behave.
held?
What?
The meat.
In my cellar.
And where are the rats?
The cellar.
In my cellar.
So you're saying your meat is contaminated?
No,
I mean,
no. My meat is contained within barrels that I keep it in, but the rats.
But you said you found chunks out of your food.
no.
Of the furniture, which
Oh,
is the barrel.
furniture.
Which could be the barrels. Yeah.
Could be the barrels.
Is this
They've
something we
tried.
need to follow up with the
They've
village elder?
They've tried.
Yeah.
The rats aren't.
Bit of
they-
coin may stop me from.
It would take a couple weeks for them to gnaw through wood that thick.
Do I
How long have you had this
see
problem for?
any form of ledger or something that would keep records behind the bar?
Yeah. There's a book right on the bar, right on the bar, maybe just
Came
off
to
to her
get
left.
rats. We're now doing a
closed
health and
or
safety
open?
inspection.
So
I try and squint and see what's
very
written
streamlined.
there.
you don't even need to squint. It is very large handwriting, very obviously written. It is a name of money in and out of the tavern.
Just money?
Money and what the money was for.
But there's no record of the food.
No, it keeps track of for example, it's like
It's a ledger.
It's a ledger, so it'll have steaks, 50 gold coinage.
Yeah.
Stock in,
Yeah,
stock
it's
out.
it literally is. So it's like
you should know what
it's
a
like-
ledger is. Come on, Ferric, you're one with the books.
That's not what Ferric is trying to discern. Ferric's trying to discern whether or not she is competent enough to keep the ledger accurate, so that if I stole from her, would she know this? That's what Ferric wants to know.
Oh, it's gonna be. I've got a long
And
mission
it
ahead
looks-
of
all
me.
comes out.
It looks fairly competent. It looks like all the stuff that you guys ordered while you were in the tavern, all recorded. Every bit of it.
That's
Fairly competent, not completely accurate.
You
You
try and
also
distract
see as you look, you see 3 transactions underneath all the food that you guys ordered, and you just see it's like 10 gold pieces vodka, 10 gold pieces vodka, 10 gold pieces vodka,
A bottle of vodka's 10 gold pieces?
a full bottle.
That's pricey.
Ferric would like to ask Barkeep another
Can we
question.
hear red at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Someone's really quiet. One of you is really quiet. Am I hearing
That was,
our stream
that was
back?
me.
Redmond. Every
Oh.
now and then he just speaks softly to
Right.
us. Yeah.
I was just saying,
He's
how
caressing
much?
our
10
ears.
gold pieces
He's
for a bottle of
practicing his
vodka
bard.
is Way too
He's
much.
enticing
Very
us.
pricey.
How much would Barkeep want for said meat?
For the meat she has in her cellar?
Years.
Oh, so skip the middleman. Let's not do the quest for the
Ferric-
bartender. Let's
Ferric
just
has
buy the
scuttled
meat.
around- Ferric's scuttled
That's so
around
much
in
easier.
sewers for like 2 decades. Ferric's not running around.
I didn't
after
mind going
rats.
down there doing a quick sleight
You've
of hand
had
and
enough
grabbing
of
a few
running
rats,
around
but
after
fair
rats.
enough.
Yeah, I mean, I was fine with
I
that
quite
as
like
well.
catching rats.
I'm quite good at catching stuff. You know how to fend for myself.
It's fun.
From my high perch, I'm staring down at the other 2 small folk.
But
I'm not very...
if he's got gold to splash, by
How-
all
how
means,
much?
yeah, let's get we can get the bait in.
I would say, the way I'll do this is I'll say for one trap, I would say is a certain amount of bait, and I would say that much bait would probably cost you about 2 gold pieces.
Can I try and convince her and like barter it down?
I was going to tap the. I was going to try and. I tap Xandros to tap. Scritch. And, like.
That feels a bit pricey. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you know, meat isn't.
So to be fair, the food she has is steaks and is imported goods. She has to quite literally buy them from the traveling merchants who pass by the
So
city.
this is like
Leave me.
creme de la creme meat.
no.
That we're gonna be slapping
Is
on the
this
floor
the
for some.
A5 Wagyu?
Jacob would know this. The people who come by here, the traders who come by here know that the people here have no other fucking choice. They've done it again. But they have no choice, and so they literally just put the meat at a higher price, so she has to put it at a higher price so that it actually, like, so she doesn't go broke.
Oh, she is getting scammed for this meat.
So it's like
Sorry, you are being scammed for this meat.
What choice do I have?
don't buy the
Supply and
meat.
demand.
Ferric.
But
Very
then,
little,
then
to
we
be fair.
don't then we don't get any protein in the village.
Have you
Potatoes.
tried
Have you tried beans?
Not much growing room in the mountains, I'm gonna be honest.
There's forest down,
You'd got
down
it.
the ways.
Ferric has a proposition for the barkeep then.
Huh? Yes.
If Ferric gets people to deal with funny rat issue in cellar, will we be able to take some of the meat in addition as payment?
Sure.
Also,
In addition,
these
in addition
jackals.
to rat corpse.
What sort of the?
oh, okay.
By the way, up until now, you have not mentioned taking the rats themselves. You have only mentioned killing the rats.
100%. We don't want them thinking we're weird. You know, it's not like we've been jibber jabbering with an old man for about 30-40 minutes about nothing.
The old man already has his head on the on the bar, and also you notice a clear liquid in a glass in front of him.
Oh, he's been drinking
Oh,
vodka.
he's on the water. Bless him. It's
Oh,
been a long
he's the one
day.
that's been drinking the vodka.
It is like there's like that much
On
left.
our tab.
So he's got a
It's
lot
not
of
on
money.
your tab, no.
Oh, I thought you said that
this
was
is
in
the ledger.
ledger.
This is the ledger for the entire
Oh, right.
tavern.
Yeah. It's
The-
very accurate.
How much would it take for me to pickpocket the gold from him?
You want to try and pickpocket the old man?
Would I see
Theoretically.
this happen?
The man did some crazy sleight of hand.
I mean, I'm pretty small.
His pockets are
Would I
probably
see this happen?
magical.
Depends if Charlie actually goes through with it as opposed to Larry goes through with it.
It's very tempting.
Because I will say this again, You have already changed the entire plot of the campaign once in
That wasn't
the
my
last
choice.
couple hours.
That wasn't
Don't
my
do it
choice.
again.
You said Charlie 1 or 2. I said 2.
Yeah.
That's not my fault.
No, I know.
You can't put that on me.
No, I know.
Okay, I do it.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? You can either go for his bag, or you can go for his, like one of his inside pockets of his coat.
Could I send my dog to do it? Would that be a bit more subtle?
That would be way less.
I
Subtle.
think
Yeah,
a,
so-
a dog is not going
The
to have
metal
the
claws
sleight of
would
hand.
the metal claws would scrape against the floorboard.
But then I could use the
I don't
excuse
think
that
he's got
just sniffing
opposable
him.
thumbs either.
It also
Use- bite
your
it.
dog is not silent even when it's just turning its head. It like the stones literally rub on each other. Like it is not a nice noise generally.
WD-40, fix that right up.
Magical WD-40.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
All
that
right.
just create or destroy water at that point?
What check would I have to roll?
Right.
It'd be a sleight of hand check.
Maybe I don't do this.
Do I see this? I was gonna say, do I see him contemplating this?
Yes. 100%.
I'll just gently.
I look at you for advice. I look at you, I look at him. I'm like,
You are looking at the wrong person for advice.
Does Barkeep want us to remove rats?
Yeah, the barkeep. While this is all happening, she tells you. I mean, I'm happy for you to take like a couple portions if you kill the rat, if you get rid of them, and make sure they don't come back.
Also, how does jackal meat sound?
It's worth a pretty penny.
specifically
Luna.
Luna-like jackals.
Well, considering that normal jackals don't live in this province, I assumed you were talking about Luna-like jackals.
Wonderful.
I mean, it's always, you never know.
You
never know.
Cuts to the chase. Yeah, so we need to acquire the hides of some, but we don't need the flesh. And so maybe we could also get a bit more.
Do you have anyone
of
that
your
can butcher, or
meats
should we bring them
to
pre-butchered?
trade.
I can butcher them.
Then we'll just bring you the carcasses.
Wonderful.
Yeah, if you need
Yeah.
the hides removed, I can remove the hides. I'm
Well,
not.
we
There
don't
we
even
go.
have to get our
I'm
hands
not.
dirty.
I'm not particularly skilled. I can't guarantee that all the hides will stay preserved cleanly, but I can preserve most of them.
I
Your
stare
friend,
at-
the old
I
man,
s-
will
I-
judge
yeah.
your hides.
Yeah, that's
Don't
what
worry.
I stare
problem.
immediately at the old
Not
man.
that we don't
That's
mind
not
how
our
they
problem.
cut.
Is he going to interject?
He like lifts his head up for a second, looks at you, just goes, and just puts his head back on the table.
Okay. Now,
I eat us drunk.
crew.
You hear him you hear the glass slowly being dragged across the bar closer to him.
Rat problem. Yes or no?
Yes, yeah. We need to get some rats.
Yes.
That will get us a little bit of meat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ferric's idea.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wait, hold up.
I
was a
love
group effort.
taking other ideas. This is mine.
Barkeep, can you lead us the way, and then we'll solve this little rat problem? And
Yeah. Come follow me. And she walks out from behind the bar. She goes to this this door at the back of the tavern itself. She opens it up, and you see a small flight of stairs that goes down. The floor below the basement is a very short room. It's probably only about 6 foot tall, the room itself. So Jacob, like, even being down here, you kind of have to duck a little bit, like, just generally.
Excellent.
Especially in between the floor is supported by cross beams of timber. You kind of have to duck between pieces of timber to, like, get through the room. But
I've had an idea, guys. Hear me out. Hear me out.
you're enjoying that 5'9" now.
5'11", but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You're
Ferric.
like this much under and
You're a
this
smart
much
man.
over.
Ferric is also still on my shoulders.
Oh my god, you
What
have that.
foods do
Ferric.
rats eat? Like,
Yeah,
what do they
hold-
like the smell of the most? What would be enticing to them?
Anything.
But specifically,
Are we
like,
on
to
about
bring them
the
out the
jackal?
most. No, the rats.
The rats. We want to bring them out.
Sweet things.
Okay.
Can I?
Cream buns.
Does any of
Okay.
us look like we just casually have a cream bun on us?
You
No,
said
hear me out.
scent.
I check
Hear
my
me
ration
out.
pack for a cream bun.
If you
Hear me
have
out.
one, you can have the rest of my money.
Is there like loose stones nearby or something? Like just loose rubble.
Yeah.
Okay, and I pick up some of the loose rubble.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, guys, watch this. I cast magical tinkering onto it,
Yeah.
and I make it smell of the sweet buns. We put it in the middle, like to lure the rats out.
Yeah. The rest of you start smelling warm cream buns. The smell of it just fills the entire room.
I'll get off his shoulders as well, by the way.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, you
The
probably
6 foot
lost.
tall, the 6 foot room. You get off his shoulders so that you're not just dunk, 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 dunk as he's walking along.
Scraping along.
Yeah.
Can I hang at the door?
Yeah, sure.
Is the barkeep still in there?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, she opened the door for you, expected you all to go in, and just sort of left you to it and went back to the bar.
Okay. Do we have rooms here or no?
You do not know.
Okay, then I won't bother doing what I was going to do then. Was I going to break into the old man's room? Maybe. Might have. Well, I'm assuming he's dead to the world now.
What? Why?
Because
His other half's died. He's
because
not. He's got no ties to
From
the mortal
DM's
realm
description,
anymore.
he's having like glasses of voddy, 10 gold's worth of voddy. Like this man is hammering them down like a champion.
He's gonna need
This
it.
fella is having a nap.
He's sent us off to do his last will and testament, and this is it. This is his last
died
moments,
of alcohol
frankly.
poisoning.
He's gonna die of alcohol poisoning before he even finishes his wife's coat. So it's,
Oh, 100%.
it's-
If we get back and
it's-
he has actually done that,
it's just poor form.
I
at that
swear
point.
to
Guys,
God,
you've
I
just
will
given him
chase
ideas.
him
It's
to
just
the.
poor
I will
form.
chase him to the nether realm.
So you
will
hear the
catch
smell.
that boy.
There's a funny little thing
Speak
called
Among
with
the
dead,
smell
you
of-
are a bitch.
Among the smell of cream buns, you smell the
Speak
smell
with
of a
dead.
rotting corpse as the old man is now dead.
Terry, man.
What happens?
You put it down. Ferric, you still hanging by the door?
No, they're
You head down?
Seeing that she is still there, then I will potter off
Okay.
with them.
We should back off into the corners of the room and let them.
Yeah. Currently,
Come
you're all
into the
just
centre.
you are all just standing
around
around
the
this
rock.
fairly nice smelling rock.
Are there torches in the? I'd start putting them out.
Yeah. You put them out.
Question: can I reach them?
Do you have to be lifted up to start
Can
the
I reach them or
torches?
Yes,
no?
you can.
Okay.
I was gonna say because I'm
'Cause
top
if
my
not,
dog.
I'm tugging Xandros and going.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
let
you can put 'em
stand
out.
with the dog
I
for
start just putting them out.
Yep.
Without any consideration if they can see or not. That's not my problem.
Okay. While we say this, who has dark vision?
Oh.
That's why I don't care. Man.
I know.
I don't think
It's
I
fine.
do.
Divine sense works on rats, right?
Oh, that's going in the quote book.
I mean, we could just create magical light when they appear. You know,
how
like,
would you know when they appear then?
we have
well,
dark
yeah,
vision.
you can see. Fair enough.
I think you'll hear them squeal as they break their teeth on a rock. Just a theory.
So, do you two have dark vision?
No.
No.
I don't.
No.
But as the light's gone out,
Yep.
and I'm gonna have. Can I disguise myself as a rodent and go chill out near the sweet rolls to kind of make them think, oh, it's safe. There's another rat there. Let's go join it.
How would you do that?
Huh?
How would you do that?
pretty big
Using
rat.
disguise self.
Disguise self only allows you to transform into other humanoids.
Oh, that's so
useless.
You could turn
A
into
rat's basically a human. Let's
you
not
could
get,
turn
let's-
into a
Let's not get
3.5
speciesist.
foot rat, but it would be a humanoid shaped rat.
Then they'll
Could I make
worship
him
me. I'll be like a rat god.
Could I make it smell like a rat?
Religions will be born
Can
this day.
Can I use magical tinkering? To
I
make
hate
it
that
smell
these
like a rat?
ideas are being injected into my brain by by the headphones.
No, but if I make it smell like a rat, they're just going to
Right.
think he's the king rat.
Pugs you
Exactly,
the
yeah,
rat
They're going to
that's
go
king.
over to him and start praising him.
Then yes, I shan't do that.
Let's just lie and wait.
Yes.
Okay.
I will hide semi near the rock.
Okay.
Hide.
Okay. I will need a stealth check from everybody, please.
Bloody
Give
hell.
me. I will give you all advantage because you are technically in the dark.
Go on, Paladin.
I
make
have
us, make a dex.
proficiency as well.
I only get to roll once.
What does proficiency in a skill do again?
Proficiency just add your.
Oh, your proficiency modifier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm at disadvantage. Does that mean I only get one roll?
Yes,
No,
yes.
you get one
Yeah,
roll.
Just
you get
flat roll.
advantage or- yeah.
Well, I got one.
Why do you have a disadvantage to stealth?
I don't
Heavy
know.
armor.
I just do.
Armor, probably.
So-
What are you wearing?
Let's have a look.
15.
Oh, chainmail maybe.
We'll go with 15 then. 15 or 3.
He's not naked.
I
that guy.
got
I'm wearing
20.
scale mail.
Scale mail's
Is it-
disadvantage on stealth. Yep.
Well, I got a 6.
18.
20.
Okay, so
One.
20, 18. Was it 18 6 or 6 18?
18.
18 6.
23.
23.
One.
I'm glad
So
one of the people who can actually see
So-
in the dark is also hiding away
you
correctly.
you even the ones with dark vision, you blink and Scritchy is gone. just completely disappeared. You do not see them.
He's one with the rats.
That's because the lights are off, but
The-
we'll say that I'm good at stealth.
Jacob, you sort of like press yourself up against the wall, and you see that as you do this, those who can see in the dark can see the eye that is this sort of. Your eyes faintly glow, so everybody in fact would see this. But you see the one that was this like fiery red. You see it dull down into like a very dark embery maroon, and it's almost
Like his pupils are contracting.
kind of. But you see that it basically like becomes a lot more dark, maybe a little of a hint of a blue. The other eye does stop glowing, but also starts to like slowly like dim, and becomes a little bit more vibrant blue. But you don't notice most of that because you only see in black and in grey for dark
I
vision.
can't see at all, so it's
And
fine.
yeah, you two just see the lights. His glowing eyes just fade. But though, yeah, you press yourself.
Warforged highlights.
You press yourself up against the wall, and you are fairly sure you're pretty well concealed. Fair. What did you roll again?
23.
23. Yeah, like Scritchy, gone.
Where did Theric go? Where did...
Now
Ferret can
the
just
two that
hear
are wearing
clanging.
armor.
I'm amazed by their sudden disappearance, and I want to cast an Arcana check. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, I don't actually.
I'm kidding.
It's
a joke. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. I'm not actually. But I do say that must be magic.
Very loudly with your
shut.
nat one.
Yeah. So very loudly with that one. Where did they go? And then you just hear in two different points of the room, clank, 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 as two sets of armor walk off to different corners of the room. And you see Xandros basically just stands like a suit of armor in the corner and just stands really still. Not hidden at all, just stands really still. And Larry, you move over to the other corner,
And close
And-
your eyes.
and you are fairly sure you are very well hidden.
It's like hiding behind a lamppost.
And then
kind
you
of
just hear, Master. And the rest of you just hear this like scratching on the stone cobbles of this like basement, just like, and then you realize that your dog has seen you crouch down and now wants attention and is now like nuzzling you and is like basically you. It's metal. It's almost like stone tail is like whacking against the stones, and it's just don't bam bam bam.
Good doggy. Start cuddling it.
Master.
Yes.
Why are you down here?
Food.
Food?
Not for you.
Food.
Not for us.
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 Do I see this?
You hear this?
Can I throw a
You
stone
hear
in
me?
the vague direction?
Yes.
I throw a stone in the vague direction. I hope
Yeah,
it
so
hits
you hear the
something.
clanging of his tail, and then you hear BAM as a stone hits right next to your head.
Ow.
And you see your dog immediately stops wagging its tail, pays its attention to the middle of the room.
He's just like up alert, like on edge.
It's
ready
as if
to
someone
pounce.
just yelled squirrel. He literally just like stopped moving. It's like dead staring in the center of the room. He cannot see Ferric at all. I believe he does not have dark vision. So he's just staring into blackness. Just
He doesn't have any vision.
no, he does.
Blind
does it?
sight?
He's a construct. I don't know if he has blind sight. I will double check for you. But yeah.
I say, yeah, scroll over there. Stop. Stay. Calm down. And then he just stays there. He just freezes in space.
Please tell me you're saying this telepathically.
Yeah.
Yes.
With his nat one, this is definitely out loud.
It's that one in stealth makes it so that your thoughts are loud. Like your
Stop thinking you're hurting the IQ of everyone in the room.
stop thinking you're ruining your stealth. All right.
He'd make the best assassin.
All right. Okay.
Do we get
Just-
rats?
Did we get the rats?
You stay quiet. And those of you without dark vision can see nothing.
We'll
Can
do.
we hear anything?
You give me a perception check, both of you. Those who do have dark vision notice out behind a barrel in the corner. You see coming out from underneath the barrel. You see 1, 2, 3. Then from another barrel 4, 5, and another barrel 6.
So they are coming out
Another
of the
one.
barrels.
No, they're coming out from underneath the
Okay,
barrels.
I was going to say.
A total of 9 rats enter the room, and they are all really slowly converging on this rock.
You're welcome, guys. That's what I'm going to say.
Absolutely excellent plan. I
Perception
don't know
checks.
that this is a Gary,
12.
but it's still
12. Perception check.
12.
12.
Wait, what's your modifier?
0.
Oh,
Not very perceptive.
mine's -1.
I just talk my way out of
Oh, I
things.
forgot my modifier for stealth. I got 2.
Oh, Charlie.
Does that make a difference?
No, because
No,
Spells resolved now.
You
It's resolved off the stack.
you two hear maybe the sounds of maybe 1 rat just coming out. Those with dark vision, you can see 9. One of them is literally walking right underneath Xandros's feet.
In a bit of a gleeful haste of hearing rats scratching,
Yeah.
can I try and make a dive for the sound and grab one of the rats?
Grab the rat. that
The
you
rat
hear.
I can hear.
The rat you can hear is the one between Xandros's feet.
Oh no.
Seems I'm going in, maybe. I don't know it's there, do I? I
don't know
he's
Xandros is there, no.
I just hear a rat, and
you hear
rat
a rat.
means
Yeah.
jackals, and jackals means hides, and hides means gold.
So rat means gold, frankly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cut the middle.
Jesus.
You're trying to grab it or you're trying to just kill it?
Just, get on that.
Okay, I'm going to
Grab
make
that
you make
thing.
a
Get on
grapple
that
check. And for this, I'll either let you roll a strength check or a dexterity check.
Definitely not strength. Maybe not dexterity either. Oh, no, dexterity's fine. That's all right.
It ain't charisma, Chief.
Give me That is 21.
Okay.
Right.
Damn.
21.
I think I might have grabbed more than a rat here.
The lights turn on, there's a jackal in your hands.
You have completed your quest. 7 jackal hides.
There are 7 jackal hides in your hands. God damn it.
Sorry.
You are 100% certain there is something in your hands.
That something is.
Metallic.
It is
Like
small. It is small, furry, and wriggling.
Be more specific.
In before.
That is all I can tell him. Like,
Small,
you cannot see it.
furry, and wriggling.
In
That
before.
sounds like a rat, you know. Or it could be my codpiece.
I like the face of genuine confusion on Ash's face.
I'm just trying to think how I can identify it without seeing it.
You just grab Thoric's tail.
Would I know what a rat tastes like?
Don't lick the rat.
You can't see me.
Give
Okay?
me a history
I can see
check.
whatever I like in this
Give
stuff.
me a history check.
You straight up. You
Look,
can't
we're
see
all
what I'm doing.
watching
Don't
this
judge
way.
my decisions in the dark.
Give me a history
Behind
check
closed
right
doors,
now.
I may do what I like.
Right now, give me a history check.
History. Here we go.
Okay,
10.
Please.
I feel like I'd at
intelligence
least be
to
able
see
to
if it's a
distinguish
good
whether
idea.
it's a mouse, rat.
You
or the
don't know what a
taste.
rat tastes like, but you had a bite of rabbit one time.
Yeah, I quite like rabbit. I will give it a lick. See if I can determine whether it is indeed a rat.
okay,
Give
really
me a
quickly.
Before I
wait.
shout out to everyone, I've got one.
Beforehand, Gio.
Give me a
beforehand,
perception check with advantage.
I've got night vision. Or
advantage.
dark
Yeah.
vision, so I can see.
God.
I
You can.
So me
Two.
personally, can I see that he's holding a rat?
7.
You can. However, I'm going to say that he's doing this all in one action. Once he's done with this, I will give you all chance to take one action out, like in initiative, I'm not going to make you roll
To
initiative,
ridicule
but
me.
you have one action because you three know there are a
Say,
lot more.
what the
Those ones have been jump scared by the fact a small man has just jumped out of the corner.
Sorry.
It turns out Scritchy was actually on top of a couple barrels, and he's now dive bombed down onto this rat. And
I got a 7 on that perception.
For licking the rat.
licking the rat.
The rat was licked.
It is furry.
So you definitely, the texture is definitely the same, but
consistent.
the taste smells like sweet buns.
Yeah, I can't. I really can't get the sweet bun out of my.
Is this when
Why
Xandros
I only
sits there and
say
just
sweet
sees
bun?
move and just goes, oh! just stabs him.
There is a temptation to spite.
I will now give the rest of you one action. Xandros, you cannot see anything, but you have heard something very large land next to you.
It was quite an audible.
And then you
as well.
hear a lot of squealing from what is essentially a lot of rats.
My instant reaction is just to kick whatever the fuck is in front of me. Because if it's a rat, it'll hit a wall and stop moving.
Suggestion. Can I turn the lights on before you kick? What is it?
I will give you all one action. You may decide among you who gets to go first.
I'm just
I
gonna
just
shout
wanna-
at him.
I want to
So
kick.
you guys do whatever you want.
I'm going for a kick. If you beat me to the lights, you beat me to the lights.
I feel like it's.
I
Yeah, I
think
feel
we
like
should roll
that
a
should
It's all
be
going to be
contested
simultaneous.
dexterity.
I'm going to be shouted at, kicked, suddenly see that I'm licking a rock.
Would I...
Ferret, give me something nice. Come on. Give me some words of encouragement. Say that my actions were just. And
Ferric would sigh.
Don't lick rats. Full stop.
If I hit a rat of this size with a magic missile bolt, would the rat explode? Or
I'm
would
holding it.
Like how? No, would the rat like? I don't know how the force would work. Would it just like pummel it to death, or would it like destroy it?
What are you doing again? You're
If I cast magic missile,
Rats have like 3 HP. You'll be fine.
I will basically say it's the same as if Xandros was to kick it. It would just blast it in
so
the
it would
direction.
so it wouldn't necessarily like just scatter it.
It would definitely, if it takes out all its HP, it would just be dazed to the point where it just
So it won't.
goes.
It won't damage it.
no.
we can still use the
Blast
rat
as
Force is
many
still
rats
usable.
as you can.
Force would be a good option.
I sigh watching the kerfuffle occur before me, and I go, okay, and I will target 3 of the rats that I see in the middle, and I will cast magic missile and
Okay.
hit 3 of them.
What does magic missile look for Ferric?
Just
Any others?
standard. What colour do I want the bolts to be?
Orange.
Piss yellow.
Nah. Yeah, yellow. We'll go with yellow. We'll go with piss yellow. Sure.
Do you guys want a bit of fun cracking the dice lore, like a fun fact?
Go on then.
When I was showing off the material we took from the session 0, the photos we took, the most common comment I had is, why do you have a bottle of pee on your desk? Because Red's drink looked like urine.
You were drinking Red Bull, weren't you?
Yeah, that was a Red Bull. I think.
It looked like urine, and it was in a small little vial.
Yeah. It was the piss potion.
And yeah, that was sorry, that just reminded me of that. Yeah, no.
I will cast. I will sigh, staring at Scritch's ferreting.
And just like just an offhand, just like
Yeah, and
casting
I'll
it.
just dash 3
Yeah.
magic
the lights
missiles
now
at
on?
3 different rats.
The lights are not on yet.
Not
I have
yeah,
not
okay.
turned them on.
So
They will
so
be lit up.
So
we'll go.
Are you
we'll
guys
go,
not going to comment on what I've licked?
they haven't seen it yet.
You dark vision bros.
Ferric.
Oh, you two, the dark vision bros.
No,
Sorry.
all three of them.
I'm
Ferric
sighing.
is.
You
Ferric
just
is
sighed.
sighing.
Side.
Yes.
So I've definitely not got a rat in my hand. He's disappointed. I've not caught it. I must have caught something else. Have I just got like a bit of old skin or something, like some old hide or something?
Bro, it's just
I've just
licking
given it a lick.
Xandros' boots.
Why was it wriggling?
Licked my loincloth.
I haven't told I haven't actually told them what you've got yet. They
Okay.
don't know what you've got yet.
Yeah, I feel Ferric does. I feel he's insider knowledge.
Is it a rat? Is it a rat?
You three see the smallest rat of the bunch.
Are they holding rats?
No,
Oh.
you're the only one with a rat.
We came down to get rats, right?
Yes.
I've got a rat.
I've got a rat.
Maybe small, bro, but I've got a rat. You guys don't.
You cast
Nothing
magic
wrong with
missile.
small
Roll me
rats.
some damage for each one of the bolts
Question: Do the piss bolts illuminate the room at all?
for
Ooh,
for a
that's
split second.
Okay, so first one is 3 damage, 5 damage, 2 damage,
Okay. I just realised I should probably look up the stat block for a rat.
24 HP per rat. Yeah.
Legendary actions.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, they've
One
got
speed
they've got
speed.
an armor class of 26.
I'm gonna be honest. Rats have 1 HP.
Neat.
Um,
Oh,
all
you can literally kick it and it will die.
all 3 of those rats dead. They all get sent. They all just get sent flying across the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
recall their rough locations.
Oh yeah. They all hit walls and fall to the ground.
You are going to
Do I have option to
He's going
now
to try and
shout?
kick what's in front of him.
I would say
Pitch
that's
black,
after
though.
we're gonna do the. So I would say either Xandros or Jacob next.
I've already committed to the kick, so I'm just gonna follow through, despite the flash showing something not rat-shaped beneath me.
Roll to hit with disadvantage because you are in darkness.
Unarmed strike.
Yes.
What's the modifier for an arm strike?
Scritchy, I'm gonna need you to tell me your AC.
strength
proficiency.
proficiency.
14.
14. Okay.
Fucking words. 13.
Okay. You something lands at your feet and you immediately swing. Screechy, with your attention on the rat in front of you, you do not see this boot coming. As
I
it
wouldn't imagine.
flies towards you, and you just feel something basically bash your
Not
plume.
No, bro.
Your plume, you feel something like whack it, and you feel like
No.
bits of your hair come out. Xandros, you just
I mean,
feel
at the
yourself.
moment.
You feel yourself kick something fluffy and about this big.
Bro did not just fuck with my hair.
Grab that shit.
That's like. No.
Can you say that again with your mic down?
Grab that shit.
What? As in my hair? You realise what that means to me?
Make either a strength check or dexterity check.
I'll go strength, I believe.
Okay.
We still yet to have our turns yet, pilot.
Oh,
Okay,
it's only a
let's
5.
Only a 5. Okay. Yeah, you don't manage to
It just fucking
grab
dome
it,
him.
but
Can
you
I not
basically
dodge the grab? Trying to come at you.
Well, you're not going to know
want
it's
it.
coming, though, are
want
you?
hurt
just
him in
been
real
kicked in the
life
air.
now. I'm gonna kick him in real life.
Okay. I'll let you say, you can say what happens here. Either Scritchy lets go of the rat in exchange to grab his hair.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Like the hair is the centre of like Kendar pride. It's like such a huge thing to us. Like
Or
Okay, how many
you
rats
like-
are you holding?
I am
now?
so hurt right now. My
he
cat,
is
like,
holding no rats.
you might as well
He
have
is holding
literally
his hair.
one shot me, like kill you. I would prefer to be dead right now. Like losing hair is
Yeah, you grab your hair, you feel something, poof, and you grab it, and you like roll onto your side, and you feel something like grab near you, but it just misses you. And you hear the shuffling of Xandros' armor as it comes like right past your ear. Something the gauntlet like
you
grabs
holy
next to you.
fool.
All right, Jacob. I'll say it's your action. I'm going to go with Larry last because it's
I'd like to just like wave my arms and use prestidigitation to light all of the torches again.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you light
Just so
all
like
the torches.
everybody can see.
You light all the torches, and everybody immediately sees 9 rats that are scurrying. Well, sorry, 6 rats that are scurrying. 3 that have been blasted into the walls. One of them looked like it was caught by Scritchy, but Scritchy lets go of it and starts clutching his hair, and then you just start seeing it run. Larry, what do you want to do?
Just before that
Yeah.
rat that he dropped hits the floor,
Yeah.
I pull out my crossbow and I shoot it.
I would say I'm going to do it like this. He drops it, and as it's like flying through the air, you can take a shot as the lights come on.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to send my hound after one of the scurrying away ones.
Okay, that doesn't take your action. You can do that anyway. That'll happen.
Yeah.
Do both.
Yeah, and you can do
why
something
not
with
both?
you can do something with yours.
Oh,
Now.
of course, yeah. I do that, but just before I do that, after I do that, I scream, "He kissed a rat!"
Bro, I didn't kiss nothing. I licked it. I was testing it. Not done that with like berries
That's a
in the
defense
wood.
you're gonna have to make.
You like rub it on the back of your hand. And little taste of the berries. Make sure they're not poisonous. You know.
That's not what you did.
You
just
eat-
lick-
I
you-
licked the
poisonous
rat.
berries.
I'd already touched it. I'd already rubbed it. Made sure give it a
mean.
little. I don't know. It's just part of my culture, maybe.
Might need to look up the D&D disease rules at some point.
Yeah, I'm going to use a palette of spray on hands.
Probably
charge.
will.
Sure.
Yeah.
So in theory, I'm going after two
You
rats.
yelled
hound and
one-
crossbow.
You yell. Oh, so you are gonna shoot the.
I'm going to shoot my crossbow, and my hound's going to go after one as
Yeah,
well.
that's fine.
This
Give me.
shoots
I'm
actually
gonna
high.
roll for your hound. Roll to hit with your crossbow.
Don't miss.
Oh, it's a
Don't
D8,
get a
hang on.
1 and shoot me in
AC
the
fucking
head or
counts.
something.
It's just like impales his head to the wall.
100%. If you
Forgive
manage
my
to cut
ignorance.
off my
Which one's the
pony,
D8?
like,
Is that just a regular 1 through
my
6?
top
No,
band or whatever.
it's not.
D8
It's
is
that
up to
one.
8.
Triangle. No.
Pyramid.
Diamond. Got it.
2 pyramids stacked on top of each other.
Got it.
What did you roll to hit first?
No.
Rolling damage
I
before
forgot about
rolling to
this.
hit.
So
Game on.
in D&D, you have to roll a d20, add your bonus to your weapon. So for you, it's
+1.
+1 for your
Oh, no, it's +3, sorry.
+3. Yeah, I thought so. So roll a d20 +3. Tell me what you get.
16.
16. Okay, cool. That hits. So your arrow bolt will land. Now you tell me how much damage the arrow bolt will do.
How much health does the rat have?
1.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dramatic overkill.
Do it for fun.
Yeah, if you hit it for
I
like
got 8.
600, you
8.
completely
For 8.
obliterate it.
8. All right.
Meat mill.
Hey,
Yeah. You
rat mash.
you pierce. You not only pierce the rat itself, but it goes through and like the arrow, the bolt just sort of gets stuck in the concrete, and this rat is skewered,
Awesome.
and it's just squealing.
I was
It is
honestly-
It's not dead.
It is.
Oh.
It is. There is no way this thing survives, but it was not an instant. It was not a clean kill.
That's fun.
Is it still
are
writhing
you
around
doing?
and squealing?
My hair was in my eyes. It was annoying me.
Yeah, but also your headset is on your
keeping
forehead.
your air.
Yeah.
That would be why my hair's annoying me.
Your headset was like this.
That makes a lot more sense.
I know. That was quite funny, actually.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Thanks for
Just
telling me.
assumed that was the choice.
I assumed he was doing it for the bit, but no.
So, and my dog?
Your dog. You see as you shot this rat. You sort of you see it start squealing. You look over and you just see the dog has 2 rats in its jaws. Their rats are not dead. They are just being held onto. And they are squealing and wriggling, but it will. Your dog isn't. Your boy is not letting them go.
Can I go over to them and use unarmed strike on each of them, and just bludgeon them? Am I allowed to do that?
Just take an arrow and just.
Yeah, can we just
No,
like a
you
quick,
could.
quick sleight of hand?
What's the point in just
Just-
punching?
He just wants to bludgeon
Seems
them.
a bit
Yeah.
brutal. A little instead of a.
Wait, actually, do we need these alive? No, I'm going to keep these 2 alive. They're going to stay in his mouth. We're going to keep these 2 alive just in case.
Yeah,
Okay.
we might need live bait to be
Yeah.
fair.
You-
That's a good shout.
You go to your dog and you just sort of squeeze the rats in, and he closes his jaws down. Like the rats are trapped inside of his mouth cavity,
Like a pelican.
like a pelican.
Awesome.
The pelican, the monkey, the giraffe, and me.
Those 2 rats are
Great,
really uncomfortable, but they
Made
are
me
like
cry.
pressed up
Yeah,
against
I
each
don't care.
other.
They're rats.
In case you cared about animal cruelty,
I don't. And this is my animal.
Looks to count.
it's still not an animal; it's still a robot. But fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
I think I was one of the most successful people in this party. I'm going to be honest. So far, I've done the most for us.
Yeah,
I also got 3.
sort of made a little sprint at the beginning, but then I sort of lost a lot of my gains, didn't I?
All right,
I nearly
we are.
had one.
We'll now come out of the single actions. Like the result is this: Xandros kicked Scritchy's hair. 3 of them got blasted by magic missile. The lights were turned on, and one of them was skewered, and the other two are inside a robot dog's mouth.
I just
wanna
glorified
say-
light switch.
All of the small folk are the ones who actually managed to get rats in this. The tall folk
Well,
turned the lights back on after we turned them off and kicked one of the party in the head. Made him lose a rat. I don't, say no more. Say no
Had
more. Say
you
no more,
not
but-
dived for my legs, we wouldn't have had a
It was
problem.
dark, bro. I didn't know
By
you
the
were
way,
there.
I
Why
was
are you
gonna say,
standing in the
if-
middle of the room like you were just standing
If
like
he
a
had
statue.
failed to grab the rat, he was going straight into your legs like a bowling ball.
He would have been kicked thoroughly.
but I still think I've done the most of the group. I'm going to be honest, guys. I think.
Oh no, that's a huge haul. Both you two, excellent work.
so-
really
He
good.
wasn't
3
full.
each.
Didn't have
Have
any.
the
There
other
are-
rats dispersed. or
There are
no?
3 rats that have gone under barrels and have run away.
They're gone.
You could try, but you'd have to pull out the barrels and actually go in, go further.
Start ferreting after one and see how big the hole is.
Okay. You roll the barrel a little bit to the side and sort of squeeze your hand in and look in. You see a tiny hole, probably about this big.
Come on, how tall are you again?
2'6".
Not that big.
So how big's your hand going to be?
Yeah.
You
Small
could
enough
get
that-
your hand in there.
Could you get your hand in there?
Yeah.
It's definitely
Probably
going
not
to get
much more
bitten.
than your forearm though.
As long, if you do it quickly, there might not be far enough in.
Ferric looks to one of the party. Someone give me scrap paper with no writing on it.
I have no paper, so
Oh, hang on, I might have.
I
Something.
have, I give him some paper.
I shock and grasp it to try and set it on fire. And I try and stuff it in a hole to smoke them out.
Do you want to borrow an arrow
Okay.
so you can try and skewer one, maybe?
Well, if you wanted to set things on fire,
You just see,
Flashlight,
you
boy.
just see smoke coming out of you see Ferric roll over a barrel, stick his head in, stick his arm in, and then you just start seeing he's like, give me a piece of paper. You see the piece of paper disappear into this burrow that he's built, and then you just start seeing smoke coming out.
I now just wait.
It's just smoking them out.
I just sit patiently
Yeah,
with
well.
shock and grasp, just charged.
You see 2 of them run out. You can
just instant.
usually I would say you can only target 1, but they're rats. I don't really care. So I'm gonna be honest.
prepared action.
Roll to hit with both of them, and you can just double whammy on
Double
them.
dip.
Double dip on damage.
16. I can't do maths. 12.
Both of them hit.
Neat.
And I'm not going to ask you to roll damage. They are both dead. You have a rat in each hand.
Okay.
How damaged are they? Are they smoky?
They're a little charred on the outside.
Still edible.
You can lick it.
It's just medium.
Yeah, I was
rare.
going to say, can I give this one a lick? No, it's been good.
Does Ferry? Do you say that?
no.
Because,
I've
Ferry
been
will
mocked
look at you.
enough. I meant to be doing
you're
the
the one
vicious
with vicious
mockery, not
mockery.
you guys.
And you're the one with vicious mockery, yeah.
Ferric,
Well, if I knew we were smoking them out,
where is Big Earthman?
He is standing in the corner.
I wander over to him. Ferric wants you to open bag.
Okay. I just swing my back out,
I
open
just
up.
throw them in there, and I go
Yeah.
off and ferry off to find the other 3 dead ones.
Okay.
And I also do the same, just throw them
Yep.
in there.
They
I
are.
notice
Yep.
strange dog.
You hear squeaking coming from the dog.
That will
If you hit the whole dog with shocking grasp, does it fry the rats as well?
It's stone and wood. It's not metal.
It'll
So
prompt me
His
to
claws are
think.
metal, but
To be fair, it'll prompt me to think: would the lunar jackals go after dead ones? Are they scavengers, or would they not care? Or do they only go for living, breathing?
are they like
prey?
actual jackals?
typically they only go over live stuff.
I
But
should have thought about that.
you
I did.
don't know.
So did I.
You
I grabbed
do
hold
both.
of mine.
you would know that then there is
It's
nothing
alive.
that it just says they like
Wriggling.
meat. Whether it's you would assume alive or dead doesn't really matter.
Ferric has a question for the magically inclined among us.
Yeah.
Does anyone have some form of illusion spell?
I think I do actually.
Well, no. I can smite. Technically, that's an illusion.
I am very good with
No.
a disguise kit.
I can camouflage myself.
Unfortunately, disguise kits, as we have previously
I can-
established,
no.
do not allow you to
Make
turn into a
myself
rat.
look like
I
a
have
very
a racial
big,
trait
pretty
where I can
rat.
camouflage.
No. Yes.
I can make lights.
Can you make noises?
Yes.
You can make noises.
I can make noises.
You can make
Make
rat
the dead
noises.
rats
I can make rat
I
smells
can.
too.
You can as well.
Yes.
I can make
I'll be
rat
able
smells.
to.
Right. Ferric suggests.
Interesting.
Ferric suggests the
Speak
following.
with animals. Does that mean I can? If say there's a dog in front of me, I use speak with animals. I can speak with that dog, or if I
You
use
can
speak with
s-
animals, I can just make any animal sound.
You can speak with that. You can speak with any animal. However, it comes out of your voice box as normal, common.
and then it gets almost translated to my target.
Yeah,
So I can't just shout rat into like rat language
that
into the
would not work.
the ether and hope rats hear me.
You're not the
okay.
Pied Piper.
Fair enough. So yeah, I can't
Ferric
necessarily.
suggests with our collection of dead rats, we plant them in the forest, and you two, with your minor magical abilities, make rat noises at a distance, so that in case they only go for living creatures, it sounds like a rat.
We could
can
put
I,
the rat on a string and then give it a
in-
little wiggle when they get close.
I can do that a bit better.
Make it look real.
Oh.
Fine.
You know how I can make things smell nice?
Show off.
Yes.
I can make them sound nice as well.
It just needs to sound like a rat.
So I can get this dead rat to sound like a rat.
Yes.
So we don't need them to camouflage. Because that there's human error in that.
No, they also have that.
We
they
have-
can make.
I can't.
He
Oh,
can't.
I thought I could.
I
but
can.
oh.
I didn't
knife
understand
ear
my
can.
abilities.
You have that exact same thing.
Pretty
You have
much.
magical tinkering.
I can make things
Ferric
smell
would like
like
to know,
things,
do you
make
have
noises.
the spell minor illusion?
What is minor? You
How-
mean creating?
How different is our things, Gio?
Magical tinkering would work. Prestidigitation would work. Minor illusion would work.
Oh, so we can all do it.
So right, because I don't have minor illusion. But
Cantrip
that's-
power.
That was my
Guess as to what he.
So yes,
Yes.
excellent.
Yes.
Yes.
Ferric rubs temples wherever they would be on his skull.
You just need to be aware of how many times you can use magical tinkering in a day, Charlie.
3.
Okay.
I've just realised we didn't have to do any of this. I could have made something look like a rat and sound like a rat.
So you're telling
Solid.
me that we have wasted time hunting
Because
rats when
I believe
didn't
you can only apply one effect.
3. I can have 3 different things going. So I can bury a rock that sounds like a rat on top of something that looks like a rat.
Right. Good to that.
And I can have 3 active at one time. I can only use 3 before I have to rest.
So
But
this
the-
was a massive waste of time.
But they
Yeah.
last forever until you dispel them. So you could have a rat that looks like a rat and smells like a rat for the rest of the campaign if you wished.
We have more
No.
longevity with your minor illusion due to how the magics work.
Yes, a little bit. But hey, fireworks.
You just see some like puffs of like colourful magic.
I resummon my 3 piss orbs.
I pull out my crossbow.
Mine's deadlier.
I'm
Ferric's is
confused as
deadlier.
what's going down.
This was for show. Please,
Your-
please
your-
put the missiles away. I saw what they did to those rats. I'm not interested in that.
It's a solid argument.
With your live ones, what do you want to do with them?
We could use them.
Does
don't know.
anyone have a nail?
A nail.
Nail.
Yes.
I could cut an arrow in half,
Yep.
and we could like make we could modify one of my arrows to make it.
Stick it into the base of its tail and hammer it into the floor.
I knew where that was going.
We
I
could
knew
just-
where that was
We
going.
could
not
just tie some
string
string
it
around
up.
I
it
don't need to
and put it on
Yeah.
attach it to a tree and let it.
I prefer this idea.
The rat can eat the string.
Not if it's like around its legs and
Nah,
on
it
its
could,
back.
it could chew through it. I reckon.
Just tie its
You
mouth
can't.
up, like put a
Ferric has
muzzle
very
on it.
little
if you
care for the life
tied
of
it around
rats.
its neck, it wouldn't be able to eat it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be able to.
But then it might strangle itself,
Huh?
and we don't want to run that risk.
Fine,
As
nail the
opposed
rats
to
to the floor.
Bleeding out to death from its tail,
It's
Well,
different.
it won't bleed out.
and it's going to be eaten anyway.
Ferric agrees
don't
with
need to
Scritch's
torture
logic.
it until the last bit.
It's going to die anyway.
But the whole point is we need it alive. We don't want it to die before it's
Yeah, so tie it
full
up,
its
not
use.
nail it down. What kind of a
Such a
Have I
sadistic
read
mouse.
any rat anatomy books in my time?
Yeah, what are the non-lethal points?
Give me
that
a
we can
history
stab a rat
check
through?
again. I feel like I'm going to be
23.
doing this a lot.
23.
23.
You have
So much knowledge of the rats.
you have a book that is called Rats. All you need to know, written by a man named Van von Volk van Van.
I pull out the book. Can I prove my thesis of hammering it into the tail, while painful, will not bleed the rat out?
Realistically, it won't because you're not.
Eventually, you know that a rat would gnaw through its own tail than die from bleeding quicker.
How long?
It would be free maybe by the end of the night.
So a few hours.
Definitely.
So we've got time.
You know the whiteboard meme of where he's like rapidly looking at the camera and then pointing at all the things. You get it. I'm doing that currently with the book.
Right.
Pointing at various pages, going, "This is why we should nail the rat to the floor."
Yeah, it would be nailed down for I would say 5 hours.
That reason works
And we've got
if we
3 hours
tie it
before
round the
midnight.
neck.
Yeah.
But there's also every chance that we could have both live.
I would
Do you
say
have string?
No,
I would say-
yeah, fair. I'll allow it.
Ferret closes his book and puts it in his backpack.
I would
well,
say
I've got no rope.
Trotting
so
off.
the as much as you could tie it up with string, it could just turn around and gnaw the string that is tied to whatever it's
Oh,
the
yeah, I
other
suppose.
end of it.
Yeah, yeah. I meant, I suppose you could hog tie it, can you?
Well, then there's no point in it
It's
being
a
live.
waste of string.
There's no point in it being live then.
I start trotting off
it's still wiggle.
quite smugly.
Okay.
When it don't
Ferret, don't leave
here's
without
the funny
us.
thing, though. How do you plan on nailing a rat to the floor in the forest?
I've gone up, left.
To a tree.
I've
Nail it
started
to a
trotting off.
Ultimately, both of these ideas are flawed. I'm just
Nail it
pointing
to
that
a tree
out.
root. That'll work.
Like,
Yeah, tree
like
roots.
that's the thing. There's a difference between wisdom and intelligence. Your intelligence suggests that this is a fully plausible idea. Your wisdom would know that leaves don't really nail down very well, and you would nail it down, let go, and it would run. Like,
Although, I do like this idea. We could find an exposed tree root.
potentially.
No.
In the
we
forest, it's more likely than not.
No, I'm saying like potentially a nail could work. That could work, as opposed to.
Dirt.
Let's go
I'm
with
not saying
this
I'm
idea.
not saying you can't find a tree root in a forest.
It would be quite impressive for us to
1%.
miss every tree root in a forest.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised with this party. I'm gonna be
we
honest.
We might get
some of us
side-laid.
are okay. Ow.
You're the worst.
As you kick the Kenda's hair.
Hey, he came at me.
Are you?
I came out a rat that was at your feet. It was going to bite you, bro.
Are you redoing tying up your hair? Like,
I'm shedding tears about it. I've not even
I
thought
go
about
over and
looking in a
console
mirror
him.
yet. I'm scared.
I can give it another
you know, I hug him in my arms, and I'm consoling him like a friend would.
I am, just sort of sorting out my hair. It's going to take me a little while. I'm going to be honest.
I offer my help, you know.
okay, so what I'll do is over the next 20 minutes, you will sort out your things. You go back up to the bartender. What do you want to say to her? Because
Rats are done.
there is one rat left.
I will tell her all resolved.
You're just gonna lie to her.
Give me a deception check.
Well, one rat can't make more rats.
Can I go
What
into
if
his
it's already
bag and
pregnant?
pull out rats to kind of emphasise
Then
the
we've
point?
killed
We
at
have
least
killed
another
several
pregnant
rats.
I'll give him
Realistically.
advantage.
I don't think he needs it.
Is that a natural 20?
That is
That's a
indeed.
natural
Let's
20.
go. +7.
First nat
27.
20.
Is that the first nat 20 of the game?
It
We've
is
had
indeed.
2
Cool.
nat 1s and only 1
Two nat
20.
ones, one nat 20.
Woo!
It's
Um,
looking good.
I think I've got +7 in deception as well.
Oh my.
I would
You
be
need
fairly sure you do. I'm fairly sure you do.
It would make
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Splendid.
You smooth talking bastard.
It's about all I can do.
Imagine not being
Yeah,
deceptive.
she seems fairly happy. So, did you want some of the meat down that I left? You said you wanted some meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
we'll take
okay.
it.
Yeah, I can still do that.
Eric would like some meat. Xandros, bring a barrel.
Okay.
And I trot off.
What?
I leave. I leave.
Not a what?
I
I was
leave.
going to give you one cut.
Door
Not-
opened. I've
I
gone.
was going to give you 1 or 2 cuts, not the entire barrel. Please don't take one of my barrels.
I won't take the barrel, just everything inside it.
What? Please don't.
Okay.
Thank
How much
you.
of this can I have?
Take 1 or 2 portions, if you will. 1 or 2 cuts.
I don't know if you
Each
can
round.
count,
Is
but
this
there's
a
5 of
small
us.
folk portion or
No,
Proper
no,
portion.
for proper
Everyone
portion.
gets the
They're
same
each,
portion,
each
bro.
They
cut,
all get the same
So
portion.
they get the rats and we get
each
the
cut.
steaks.
I would say each cut is
Yes.
about this big.
I'll take them.
Oh, excellent.
We need 5, not 3. That's what I'm going to say. We need 5, not 3.
Yeah,
There's 5
5.
of us, not 3 of us. It's not fair.
You're paying 5 people, go on now.
She gave you
but
2.
like the
Just give
It's
it
even
2!
worse.
Are you joking?
I need 5.
2 cuts. Yeah,
We need
of
to cut
two,
it.
2
yes.
meals
Half each,
between
and then
5 people.
a third for the small folk.
Disperse amongst, yeah.
She didn't think she was
What's that
feeding
fine?
you.
Disperse amongst the children,
Well.
obviously.
What, those 3?
Half each, disperse with a third each amongst the children.
Am I in earshot of this? I'm outside.
You are outside.
Yeah, I'm way.
So-
Okay, that's fine.
We only need to split 2
I
between
am.
4.
I'll report back. Oh,
How
I like
do
this
we
idea.
do this?
Again,
That means half each. That means
she
half
was
each. We'll
fully
get a half.
believing that it was for your mission.
Yeah, to be fair, it is for the mission. Chuck it on
Yeah,
the paladin. He
absolutely
can
for the
carry it.
mission.
Let's go.
Do you have any sort of like butcher's paper to wrap it up with?
No.
What the?
No.
That's not very
No.
hygienic.
So
I
we-
washed the barrels first.
we're
Don't-
just
With what?
carrying meat.
Don't
Water.
think,
Dirty river water.
don't think the jackal's
No.
going to mind.
The water from the running water from the well.
It's in his bag. It's all right.
Yeah, we're putting 2 steaks in Sanjos's bag.
Along with
Eric told him to.
along with
Fe-
5
he's
dead
Ferric's
rats.
bag.
6.
6 dead rats.
Ferric,
6?
Ferric said bring a barrel. So if there's
Oh,
a
no, it'd
not,
be
if a
4
barrel
'cause
doesn't come
2
out
in the
that
dog
door,
mouth.
Ferric's gonna be very upset.
It'd only be 4
Tell you
rats
that
in the backpack
already.
because 2 rats are in the dog's mouth.
No, it would be
There
5
was
2
nine
two
rats
zapped
in
by
total.
lightning.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
3
I forgot you got the other
3
two.
zapped. 1 was
Impressive.
arrow pierced. 2 are captured. So in
Well,
total
all
you
my
got 8.
dead ones are in his
Yeah.
bag. I don't know what you got with your dead one.
I apparently have accidentally
Um,
equipped dead
I
rat.
kind of just left it pierced in the thing. I didn't pick it up. I don't think any of us went out of our way to pick
We're
it up.
swinging it around with the
Might as
Yeah.
well.
I suddenly remember
I've got 5, right?
I left a rat downstairs. I went downstairs. I get the bolt with a skewered rat and I take it up, and I just hold it. I don't take the rat off. I just hold it like a kebab,
Yeah. Okay.
and I walk around with it.
Do I have 5 or 4?
You would have 5, yeah.
Okay, no.
You have 5 dead rats and 2 cuts of steak.
Just loose in
I
your
now
backpack.
have
Loose in your
equipped
bag.
5 dead rats.
Your bag might need cleaning.
Yeah, wash out.
Told me I was going to get diseases.
And with
Well, I can
that,
smear 'em on your bedroll.
and with that, you are all going to now head out into the forest, and we will end this session here.
Productive session.
Productive session. You didn't even leave the building you started in.
We did.
We did.
Hold on.
We did.
We
for
left
30
it briefly,
seconds.
but then we realised actually we
for
had some
30
unfinished
seconds.
business.
For 30
Yeah,
seconds.
there was just
Um,
some unfinished business.
We had some very important business.
For the last 5 minutes, or 4 minutes now, I want to read out some of the messages we've had since. I'm also going to read, since you guys weren't here, I'll read out some of the messages we got since the start of the stream. And then at the end, and then we will end at about past for you guys.
Okay.
So, trying to think of I'm trying to find if there's any messages that are very relevant for the whole party. Mainly just comments on kebab rat
Kebab rat. Yeah.
from Connor.
Kebab rat.
Kebab rat.
Kebab
Kebab
rat.
rat.
I do notice that there is a lot of Con insulting other people, like calling Dan ass.
Yeah, he was.
Oh
behind you
right,
at
you
that time.
you were
Let's
pointing
his ass
you were
appeared on
pointing at
cam.
Dan's
Okay.
Yeah, I
ass.
think they were just saying Dan's
Right.
ass.
Right. No mercy for old men, again from Connor.
You're just being horrible now.
This is where we just get to point out the amount of shit you said in the chat and just
Yeah.
harass you for it.
Yeah. When we first started, Charlie, a comment was, "Is this your first day with people?" quoting somebody asking you that.
My character.
Yeah,
Yes.
somebody asked your characters, "Is your first day with people?"
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncivilized.
But yeah.
I feel like we need to comment on Ash's lovely jacket.
Oh yeah, let's comment on Ash. Can we have all 3 cam? We want to show off Ash's poncho.
Deary me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not that one.
Yeah.
Just
Do you want to stand? Do you want to like stand up and
Other
just
cam.
like just show off the poncho a little bit? Yeah. We love the damn poncho.
Yeah.
It's so good. Every
Work it. Woo!
Let's go.
I've met this man a total of 3 times, and every single time he has been wearing this poncho.
Only cost you 50.
50p.
No
way.
shot.
So wait, what I'm hearing is for less for less than £10 we can all have this poncho.
Yes.
If you can find another one at a thrift store, you have to go through like
Right.
charity shops and things like
Right.
that and find
Hey,
that,
if it's
that
in the
one
budget.
solid purchase.
If it's in the budget, our budget being nothing.
We just
I've
all show up
spent,
next week in poncho.
Hey,
Yeah.
just use the 5
in the past 10 years about £40 on clothes. But I've
Said
got
that lie.
hundreds of trousers and things. It's just all
Yeah.
do not
50p,
condone.
£1 things.
Yeah.
It's
All
so
right.
easy.
I've got
So-
one here. Never question
That's
Ash's
where you'll get this.
decisions, or he will double down on rat licking.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one.
Yeah.
Never question Ash's decisions, or he will double down on rat licking.
Gio staring into the webcam like he's on The Office.
I have a habit of doing that. I will be honest. I was sitting here playing, and every time you guys were doing something dumb, I would just go,
Just Jim Halbert.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I just, yeah, it's a habit. I find it funny, so
Excellent.
you might as well. But yeah, I think we are going to end the stream here. I hope you have all enjoyed. I hope you guys have enjoyed as well. We will be back. I think we have agreed we can do this every other week. So our next session will not be next week, but it'll be the week after. So I hope you all want to join. I will be. We didn't know how this was going to go, so I didn't make any social media for this. So I between now and next session, I will make a Discord. I will make a Twitter and all sorts, a bunch of accounts. And so so next week, I will make sure to let you guys all know that we can see if we can build up a community and people who want to keep watching. So yeah, if you're interested, make sure to turn up on Saturday. I think it's the 17th. Yeah, Saturday the 17th is when we will be playing. Same time, but I think that's a thank you from me and thank you from everyone here. So we'll catch you again in a bit. See you in a bit.
Bye. Thank you.